And we are live. I haven't done these in, man, it's been like a week and a half. I didn't do any live streams last week, Caleb. I feel like I've been gone forever, man.
He's back. He's back and he's live.
Yeah, back for the first time. You know, where will he go now, as they say. So I wasn't able to get to a Friday stream. I wasn't able to do the Sunday stream. Like my final projects are starting to get due in my master's course, so it's been tough to find the time. But I feel like today was a worthy time to do it. We had a lot of network stuff going on and being announced, and a lot of tweets from the big heads over at T Mobile, and a lot of network action on that side. And then we had AT&T give their earnings report today, and dude, that was a total train wreck. Although we're not surprised, I do think that there is like a certain magnitude that, I mean, we kind of knew it was bad, but holy crap, it is horrible. And I think just the consecutive quarters of bad media side is, I think it's going to catch up to them. And I can see this being an issue moving forward with investors, you know, shareholders and those that are looking to invest money. They're looking at AT&T like, you know, Old Faithful. You know, if you were investing in a telecom, you know, it was an easy slam dunk to recommend AT&T, and that's maybe not the case in the near future. We also got a Verizon exclusive today, an announcement from the Moto Edge and Moto Edge Plus. They're coming out. They were launched today. They had a launch event. I'm sure virtual. I didn't get to see it or anything, but it's actually a really nice phone. I do want to talk about it a little bit today. We'll run through the specs and go through all the connections and the pricing and the networks and stuff like that. But before we do all that, Caleb is here with us. He'll be hanging out. We'll see who else pops in. Hopefully we can be on for like a solid hour. So we'll look to wrap things up around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Currently, it is 8:07 p.m. in the p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are watching this live, it is good to have you. If you're watching this on replay, big shout out to the replay crew. Hashtag replay gang. Go ahead and hashtag that in the comments section. Cesar is in the house. John is here. The homie Mike Dub is in the house. ACDC is here. My brother Mr. X is in the house. Yeah, thank God, man. Everything is good. Glad to have you guys. Thank you for being here. Jess, it is good to have you as well, if you are all still here. The homie Tom is in the house. And the attendance just skipped on me. Raffy is holding it down with the big blue wrench. Thanks for being here, Raff, taking care of business. Pete's also moderating. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. I'm the devil himself. What's up, Shan? How are you, man? Good to have you. Glad you could stop by tonight. The homie Slaw Oats is here. Yeah, a little bit late. Sorry about that. Rich, good to have you. Baby Yoda, hashtag SMT Nation. Yes, sir. Gregory is in the house. The homie Ronald is here. Indeed. Cox back at it again. I'm actually not using Cox, man. I don't use Cox for my live streaming anymore, man. I'm done. It's just too undependable. I can't do it, man. Sucks. As you guys are coming in, do say hello to the SMT. Hit the like button on the video and, you know, share it to your social medias. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Tyreek, watching on standby. Hopefully you got me live now. All right, good audio and video. Thank you, Raf. Tito's in the house. Good to have you, sir. 3 papers to finish. Holy crap, Pete. You going to get that done, bro? Apple, what up, man? Yeah, man. The master's program is online. It's actually an educational technology, so it's been online and it's always going to be online. Frank's excited about T-Mobile broadband. I think a lot of people are. I have been watching Elon Musk with all of his tweets. He's been giving updates on the satellite situation. They got a ton already rotational. Artemis is here. My Daily Side, the homie is here. You're not late. You're good. Yeah, you're okay. Hey, Delaney. What's up? What's up? AT&T investors looking at AT&T like Debo. Look that smoky. Did you ever see the movie Friday, Caleb?
Oh yeah, yes, that's a
Like,
good.
Tebo's like, what chain?
Yep, yep. Yeah, good analogy, John. I like that.
Man. T-Mobile's triple play when broadband enters the fray. Triple play, is that the baseball deal that they got? I didn't see the launch of the Moto Edge Plus. I did see the Moto G Stylus is available on Google Feye. The Stylus is actually a kind of a cool phone. You're getting like a Samsung Galaxy Note-like experience, but at like what, a third of the pricing? Because the Note phones are $1,000 and better. Unless you go back a year, you could save a lot of money. You're probably getting in a Note 9 right now for like $400.
Right.
Which is crazy. Crazy. What's up, Miku? Good to have you on, little boy. Oh, God. Tornado warning. Oh, geez. What's up, Cesar? Stephanie, how are you? Good to have you. The homie Ram. I think I got to AC/DC earlier. JLE, voiceover LTE. That's like the newest tech, man. Carter is in the house. Good to have you. Joeseph. John. Good to have you. Jared is here. Scotty, good to have you. Tyler is in the house. Good to have you. Glad to be here. Just lurking. It's always funny when you lurk in the live stream, but you never say anything, and then one day you decide to say something. You're like, oh, this is what it's like to live chat. What's up, Orlando? Yeah, we got 81 in the live. It is good to have you guys. Thank you for stopping in. Who else is here? Gene finally stopped by. The Asian sensation is here. T-Mobile experience is unchanged at my house, let me tell you. 100% the same. I don't think I'm going to notice anything different on my side until probably the end of the summer. What would you say, Caleb? When are things going to get better for me?
I would say I would have to agree with you, probably by August.
Yeah, because at that point, can we expect pretty full network access all sides?
I would probably expect that.
No. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. Because the Sprint site's really close, and it's strong, man. I'm getting like probably an 86 dB, and I mean just the typical speed test like 100 plus, man, upstairs. Right. It's 40 plus. It's 40 plus in the basement, man.
Right. Yep.
What's up, Nick? T-Mobile is excellent. I'm sure a lot of people here that would agree. Do you think T-Mobile will add more hotspot onto its plans? I am 100% predicting, and I could be 100% wrong, but I'm predicting they will do something with hotspot data on some type of a promo. Because right now, if you look at features on plans, that's the one thing that always has room to, potentially, get a boost. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's kind of probably likely. Mikey, ready to come in? Mikey. What's up, my dude?
What's up, Sam?
Hey, Mike. What up, man?
What's up, everybody?
What are you using? Which headphones are those? The AKGs?
Yeah, I got it. I was able to borrow them for one episode.
Yeah, the Edge with the XNO touches. I have a Note. I've had the S10 Plus. I've had some Galaxies lately, and the edges are kind of rough to work with. I'm kind of missing a flat panel, man. Seriously. Stephanie with the $2 super chat and a big boost out there for those of you looking for a flagship on the low. Unlocked Note 9, $350, and I was thinking it was around $400. So an even better deal, really. Thank you for the super chat. Nintendo 504 is in the house. T-Vision getting revamped. Yeah, they got to figure something out in terms of scaling. Austin, the homie, is here. Actually, Austin just stepped up his game, man. He just joined the Super SMT tier on the Patreon page. Thank you for that, and cool to get the upgrade. What's going on, Nick? Good to have you. Vlad is here. Hey, Sneed, say hi to my 7-year-old Xavier who is watching with me. Xavier, what is up, my dude? X-Man. You know what's the hardest thing to explain to people who aren't native English speakers? Explain to them that name, Xavier, is spelled with an X and not a Z. Good luck, bro. They don't understand that stuff. They don't get some of those like intricate things in the English language where it's like pronunciations and letters that don't make sense, like I before E except after C. They don't get that stuff, man. Big shout out to Xavier. Tim Man, no interest in T Mobile right now. Last test at home. 1 up, 0 up. So I'm guessing 1 down and 0 up. Oh, man, you got some congestion issues, or maybe you got the same problem I have. Big shout out to baby Yoda. Brennan with the super chat. This is for my wife, for her to share the Wealth Wednesdays challenge she is doing. Okay, what's the challenge that she's doing? Big shout out to Brennan and his lady. Good luck with that challenge. Appreciate you and appreciate the donation. Gene, of course, with the donation. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. It's very nice of you guys to donate in these times. It's definitely not an obligation. It's not something you have to do, but we do appreciate it very much. Thank you. Hey, Scott, good to have you. James, what up? Big, what is it, bezels on the phone? Yeah, they're bringing the bezels back on those iPhones. I know that. Cesar with the $5 super chat. One will T-Mobile and Sprint add 5G midband in Los Angeles and millimeter wave. Caleb, any knowledge on the millimeter wave?
For T-Mobile, well, I mean, that's not going to be for quite a long time. For millimeter wave on T-Mobile, because they purchased the 47 gigahertz. And that's good. Well, they do have a little bit of spectrum here and there for 24 gigahertz, but as far as like full access to that, it's going to be quite a while, because they just don't have enough millimeter wave like deployed yet.
The way I look at it, Caleb, actually is a little different. I look at it as that's just not the focus of the network right now.
No, it's not.
Carlos's video was awesome. I love Carlos's field testing. Dude goes and gets the phones, and then he goes and finds the access areas, and he connects and he speed tests and he checks connections. It's great. What I get as an impression from the T-Mobile network is millimeter wave needs to be so far off of your radar. They're just not putting time and effort into it. It's not on the agenda.
Yeah.
Like the saying back burner is probably what it really is like, because they're trying to get band 71 NR completely rolled out nationwide, and you've got a network integration with another carrier, and you're still trying to deploy 2.5 gigahertz nationwide, right? Mostly, right? And it's hard to do. There was one more super chat, and thank you, Cesar, for that. Mr. X with the super sticker. What is the sticker? Did anybody see it? I don't get. Oh, it's a hat spinning hippo. Okay, got it. Thanks for the hippo super chat. Appreciate you. All right. Steph says the iPhone SE is just an iPhone 8 with iPhone 11 guts. Good for those who need a cheap phone, or for your parents. However, I'd never use one. So, Stephanie, you must have like an 11 Pro or something like that to say you would never use. Yeah, like, because it's true. Mike, you could probably chime into this. If you have a 10S Max, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, is this phone even on your radar?
No.
What about a 10? What about a 10?
I don't know.
How old is a 10 right now? Is it 3 years old?
3 years old, yeah.
Are you thinking to yourself, my battery's old, my battery health is down?
I would think unless you really want that new processor, like you want the new and greatest, but you don't want to spend over $1,000, then I would probably say go for the Plus. You don't have to really spend too much.
I just look at it like, man, if you really loved your iPhone 8 or iPhone 7 or iPhone 6S or iPhone 6, then you're looking at this phone like, man, I miss my old iPhone 6 or 7.
I think that's really I think, I think that's where the target market's for. The people that like the smaller phones that have the SE, the 6, 7, like you said. I mean, they still got software support, but at this current time, that battery and that phone is aging very badly.
And the design language changed with the iPhone 10. So you get the notch, you get the wireless charging. It was kind of a step in the right direction to a more modern design.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I actually never liked the iPhone design after the 5S. I thought the 5S was a good design. It was just a super small phone. Let's welcome in Carlos. Carlos, good to have you, my dude.
What up, man?
You cruising, man? What you up to, bruh?
None, man. Just chilling.
What up, Carlos?
Trying to ship some packages, but all the deadlines changed.
All the deadlines changed. So Stephanie's got the Note 10 Plus on Sprint. What's kind of nice, Stephanie, about that phone is you're kind of like merger proof. You got it all. You're not going to be missing anything. Do you have the 5G variation? Did they sell it at Sprint?
No, I don't think so.
Note 10. Okay, so then that's just the regular Note 10. Note 10 Plus. That's the one I got. It's a pretty nice phone. I wish the battery was bigger. Mike, we've talked about this. I mean, if it was 4,600 milliamp hour, 4,800, I think it makes it through the day.
Of course, yeah.
What is it, 4,300?
4,300?
Bro,
Bum.
not even a 5,000 makes it through the day. What are you talking about?
5,000 makes it through a day, Los. What?
Not on the Ultra. Hell no.
What's up with the Ultra, man?
I don't even know, honestly.
Bro, I can't make it through a day. I make it like 3 hours, maybe 4.
Stephanie says no 5G variant, just the regular Plus version. Yeah, that's the one I got. And thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you, Steph. I don't know. I almost feel like having a 5G variant probably made battery life worse. With the 865, you don't get an option. So you don't get the flagship chip without 5G. It's baked in. Now, here's what I will say, though. That does force the issue with the carriers to get to going. Right, Caleb? Would you agree that it's kind of like a push in the right direction?
Yes, I would agree with that. That's true.
Because everybody argues like the chicken and the egg, like which one comes first. But like, if the manufacturer is like, oh, you got to build out the network, then we'll make the phones. It'll never happen. The networks are going to turn around and say, well, you guys need to build the phones so we can build the network. And yeah, that's annoying. Not into that. So yeah, and actually, we'll talk more about the phones today. We got a phone to talk about. Before we start talking about that phone and all of its glory, in the description box there are some links for you to take a look at. We have links for the SMT Patreon page. There's a link for the second channel, the Mobile Tech live streams, where all these live stream podcasts get archived. We also have the Sneed Tech Twitter handle, and the Megadon.net invite code is there. The social media platform of the future. Never need another social media platform ever again. No algorithms, no ads, no tracking. Megadon.net. And they are arguing about the egg and the chicken in the live chat right now. So I did it. I got them going, man. So they're going at it. Chicken and the egg. Oldest trick in the book. All right. So the phone that launched today, we'll start with the phone, and then we'll go to AT&T, and we'll probably sprinkle in some T Mobile and Sprint stuff. Okay. So the phone. Oh,
did it launch today?
Yeah, there was like a virtual launch event today, apparently.
Well, because from what I know, 14 I heard.
Oh, like a release day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Today was the launch event for the phone.
Oh, okay.
Like they unveiled it, All right, so the Moto Edge phones, there are two of them. One is the regular Edge. The other is the Edge Plus. You wouldn't be able to tell them apart by looking at them from the front. I don't think they're the same size, same like build and stuff like that. Both will be 5G enabled. The Plus does have some differences. The differences just, from a little bit on the technical side. The naming is based on the display, highlighting the waterfall effect on the edges. So they're calling it the Edge and the Edge Plus. The Edge Plus is technically the true flagship 6.7-inch HDR10 plus 1080p AMOLED display with a 90 hertz refresh rate, 25 megapixel punch hole selfie camera in the upper left-hand corner of the display, in-display fingerprint scanner, rear camera setup is triple camera, 108 megapixel, holy crap, telephoto lens, and then ultra wide angle. That seems to be like the way to go with camera setups these days. One thing that actually confused me, 6K video recording. Why did they not do 8K? I don't know.
They set up for 6K. It's better than 4K, so they just settled for it, I guess.
But the chip does do 8K.
Yeah.
So that was weird that they kind of didn't take it as far as they could. We'll get to the LTE connections and the 5G connections in a second. There will be 2 storage options, 256 or 128 gig. Both are non-expandable on the Edge Plus. 12 gig RAM, 5,000 milliamp hour battery. That's good to see. Very happy with that. 18 watt fast charge, which is basically that's power delivery. The last I checked, wasn't it, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They are doing 15-watt wireless fast charging, which is awesome. I like that. It also does reverse charging at 5 watts. So that's pretty cool. Let me give a quick shout out to Cesar with the $5 super chat. When will Sprint and T Mobile have all mid-band in Los Angeles? If you could just wait for us to get through the specs, Cesar, I'll leave your comment up until we get through all the Moto stuff here real quick. They're saying 2-day battery life on this phone. I doubt it. Not on a 5G phone these days. No way. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. No official IP rating, but they are calling it splash resistant. So that's probably IP58 or IP57. I forget, or IP56, whatever the splash proof one is. So basically, if you run from your car to the house in the rain, you'll be good. Smoky sangria color or thunder gray. Those are your 2 colors. So that's the Plus. The regular model doesn't have the HDR10 Plus. It has regular HDR10. All other display aspects are the same. Qualcomm Snapdragon 765 instead of the 865. So same for the LTE connections. A little bit different configuration for the 5G, and I'll get to that. 6 gig of RAM for the international variant. 4 gig of RAM in North America. Expandable storage on the regular Edge. 128 gig on board. 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Same 18-watt charging. No wireless charging. Both phones are going to be doing really big audio. Apparently, a company called Waves tuned the speakers. So that seems to me like kind of like a cool feature, but as long as it's clear and loud, that's probably awesome. They are stereo and front facing, so that's good. Or one of them is, and the other one's a bottom firing. Okay. North America is not getting the Edge until the summer. So that sucks. So basically, if you're in Europe, Latin America, or Asia, you can get it in May for the regular Edge. In the United States, the Edge Plus is a Verizon exclusive for $999. It is available May 14th. The Edge is available from Moto in the summer, probably around the $699 price range. There's some really cool stuff in here, and there are some really disappointing things in here. Is there anything that you guys heard from any of that made you scratch your head or say WTF to that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Well, a couple of things. The first thing that makes no sense, I think you're going to address the elephant in the room. Why Verizon exclusive for the Plus? That's the elephant in the room. Number 2, not really a big thing, just on my end. They're distinguishing the Edge and the Edge Plus. So basically, it's like the Edge is just the downgraded version, and the Edge Plus is really the one you really should buy. But you managed to charge at $699, but no wireless charging. So that's interesting. And the only thing after that is really just positives from that point forward. That's it.
Carlos, anything?
Bro, I think that that they stuck with their original roots, bro. You know, Motorola, Verizon's always had, you know, a partner. Like, I look at it like a partnership, you know, that anytime you've ever used a Moto phone, I've used a Moto phone on any other network, bro, and it does not work as good as it works in a Verizon network. Because I've tried when I had the Z2 Force, I tried it with AT&T, T Mobile, and it didn't work as good as it did with Verizon. You know, and same with the Z3 and the Z4. So I think that's why they stuck with their roots, what they know. But I think they should have expanded it, though, because regardless, you know, maybe the connectivity is all there, like usual. Maybe they should have expanded it to other thing. But other than that, like Mike said too, stupid. The wireless charging is missing on the $699 variant. You got other $699 variants with wireless charging.
Yeah. You guys, okay, so you've got those consumer angles. Carlos, you're kind of a connections guy. Mike, you're kind of like a specs feature set kind of guy. And Caleb, you're like the true connections dude. All right, so here's the LTE. Both have the same LTE connectivity. So it's 245, 12, 13, 25, 26, 29, 30, 41, 46, 48, 66, 71. Every single company has full network access except one company for LTE. And that's AT&T. It is missing band 14. WTF to that, because that's going to be their next nationwide thing. That's like, you know how important T-Mobile's band 71 is to their network experience? That's going to be what band 14 is to the first responder FirstNet contract for AT&T users. So anybody out there who has an AT&T connection, whether it's a SIM or a full account with lots of lines, this phone's a tough call. You could buy this phone unlocked in the summer, but you've got to consider there's no band 14. That might be 5 megahertz in your area. That could be 10. You know, I don't know, but it could change your experience.
No millimeter wave either on the regular.
Let's go to the 5G piece.
Crap.
Hold on, Caleb. Hold on. All right. The 5G piece, because the Edge Plus is a Verizon exclusive, you do get access to the millimeter wave. N260, N261 covered. Sub 6 gigahertz, band 2, band 5, 4171. So that means PCS on all the carriers, band 5 for Verizon and AT&T, whatever they decide to do, 41 and 71 for the new T-Mobile, mid-band and low-band. And then you also get C-band, which is auctioning at the end of this year and probably deployed at the end of 2021. Band 77 and 78. These are the first North American phones launched with band 77 and 78 for C-band. So, Caleb, you were right. I looked up those variants. Every variant that has it is an international version for the Galaxy phones.
Yeah.
So,
welcome to AT&T.
Oh man,
I just had to throw that in there, bro.
No, that just like poured more water.
We had to throw that in there, bro, because
we're gonna get to AT&T later. We're gonna dog them, bro.
If you got AT&T, you ain't getting the phone. That's all. I had to throw it in there a little bit, bro.
You're not going to be buying this phone from AT&T. I wouldn't advise you taking it to AT&T and using it because there's no band 14. You're not going to be able to access their millimeter wave, probably. I doubt they'd give you access to it. If they did, I'd be surprised. And I guess it would be fine on the new T-Mobile network. You know, it'd be sub 6 gigahertz only. You wouldn't be connecting to their millimeter wave. Probably not.
Why not?
Maybe. I don't know.
I do on my Note 10 Verizon.
So if it follows the same trend,
yeah, it'll connect.
Right.
And a new thing
Carlos, you getting this thing for us,
bro? Well,
it's $1,000, man.
I gotta figure out if I can get it unlocked right away.
It's $1,000.
That's my issue, is being able to get it unlocked right away so I can test it, because AT&T, actually, I was talking to to a Tech 2 support the other day, and they've actually laxed their unlocked phone policy, so you can actually
request.
You can use their phone. They just have to reprovision your SIM real quick. So you call in, just tell them I need my SIM reprovisioned. You make sure that the phone is with there. Make sure they have the updated IMEI. It will connect to your millimeter wave.
Okay.
So they laxed a little bit.
Cesar says, I'm looking at the OnePlus 8 Pro and the Moto Edge. I'm looking at those phones too, because I have a Verizon account. I've got a handful of lines on there. It's either those two phones, or I seriously might do the LG V60. Here's what gives the Edge the edge. Listen to this. Stock Android operating system. I love it.
Okay.
Caleb, can you agree?
I agree.
That's good. That's good.
So the operating system's a good thing. The LTE and 5G connections on the Verizon experience are going to be excellent because you get the millimeter wave and you get all the sub-6, including future-proofing with C-band with band 77 and 78. So down the road, you're good. Large battery, fast charging, fast wireless charging, headphone jack, 12 gigs of RAM, bro, on a stock Android experience. That should be amazing. Now the cons: no band 14 for AT&T, no SD card slot on the Edge Plus. The SD card is in the regular Edge.
Yeah.
No eSIM as of right now that we know of. No official IP rating. And it's basically a phone that is designed for the Verizon network, basically. It kind of is.
Yeah.
There are workarounds. You know, you could use it on other networks, but they've disabled band 14, which just tells you right away. It's like, yo, you're using this with us. You're buying it here. You're staying here. They got a 60-day unlock policy. Carlos is saying they're kind of loosening things up. I don't know. But as of right now, if you are thinking about a phone with an 865 chip, this one is legit as it gets. If you are a T Mobile, an AT&T, a Verizon customer, all that's left, it's a legitimate option. It's $9.99, but it's better than an S20. I can promise you, it is better than an S20.
This S20 Ultra, garbage.
No, Carlos. I said S20. I didn't even get to the Ultra yet. It's better
garbage.
than the S20, which is $1,000. How much is the Plus, Carlos? S20 Plus.
That's like
$12.49.
$12.49. Okay, and the Ultra?
$13.99.
It's this Moto phone is going to be better than all three of those. All three of them. Better battery life, better operating system. It'll be a much better wireless experience in terms of connections.
You're actually right. You're actually right. Yeah, you know something? You're right for once on a consumer standpoint, Sam. Great job.
Hey,
I hate
you.
Hey, Sneed, Mike, Caleb, Ben test? S20 Ultra, Ben test?
No.
Oy.
Do you have insurance? You got insurance?
Bro, this is one that I would just literally like this, throw it in the gutter. Bro, it's a POS, bro. The only reason why I have it around is because the connectivity's there. That's it.
Send it to me for free. I'll take it off your hands for absolutely the low price of free.
the low price of donations. Tax write-off.
You'll want
That's
to
what I'm talking about.
Too. You can't even use it to content create, bro.
Ooh, that's not good.
The focus is horrible, bro. Even with 3 software updates.
Ooh,
Carlos, what did I do today? What did I return?
The S20.
I returned my S20 today. I hated to do it, but I was just like, bruh, this phone, I have to charge it 2-3 times a day.
I know. Bro, same here. Bro, this phone does not last long.
But Carlos, you know I use my Note to make my videos.
Yeah.
So if I had to charge my phone twice because I'm using it for content creating, fine. But this one's just sitting. I'm hardly even doing anything on it. Like, I'm speed testing. I'm doing some video stuff, but there's no reason for me to have to charge it 2-3 times a day.
He's right. My mom, she doesn't even do anything other than text, make phone calls. She's charging that phone at 1 in the afternoon. She's on the phone since 8 in the morning.
Stephanie, thank you for the super chat. She said AT&T sucks, as does their customer care. T Mobile for the win. No arguments here. I mean, I think a lot of
makes me feel better.
I think a lot of people actually, there's a lot of disgruntled AT&T customers that make their way over to T Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like, okay, fine, AT&T, you don't want my business, I'll just take it over to T Mobile. And T Mobile's like, yeah, we want your business. Come over here, we'll treat you good. You know.
Yeah, T Mobile got a very good customer service. They're very, very good people.
Yeah, they really do. I agree, Bob. Battery life on the iPhones are phenomenal.
Oh, you agree on an iPhone for what?
Listen.
They are, bro.
This is an iPhone XS Max, right, Carlos?
iPhone.
I probably speed test this phone once or twice a day. I never turn it off. And I think I charge it every 3 weeks.
Damn.
So, or maybe every 2 weeks or something like that. So, yeah, I don't use it a lot, but it doesn't die. Like my S20, I left it on my dresser. It was 70%. I woke up, it was 59%. Why? Why did it lose like 11% battery life sitting? I mean, okay, my OG Pixel would lose 2% overnight. And that was like Android 8, right? They're at Android 10 right now?
Yeah, around 10.
Okay, so it was like Android 8. So Android 8 was losing 2% overnight. The S20 was losing 11% overnight. 11, bro. Double digits.
S20 Plus left it sitting overnight. 68%. I just threw it in the charger. 37% out of nowhere. Idling all night.
Wow.
The S20 Plus. So another heart guard beanie.
Yeah, it's that overlay that Samsung the UI, the TouchWiz that eats up so much battery.
Yeah. The One UI uses up already like a portion of the RAM anyway. So it's actually, something I can actually vouch. So I left my Note 10 Plus off the charger one night. It was at 95. I don't know. I took it off and I was like, screw it. I don't need to charge it. I left it. I woke up in the morning. It's down to 71. Like, where's that 20% going?
20% overnight?
Overnight. I'm not even making it up.
So, like, Carlos, you lost half your battery overnight?
Mm-hmm. And I close all my apps, dude, before I put the phone on. Before I click it, I close everything.
I heard it has to use battery for going on standby.
Honestly, it's this connectivities, bro. The phone keeps trying to find. This is what I think. Is the phone is trying to find a 5G signal, even though there's not one around. It still keeps trying to search with the modem, and that's what's draining these batteries faster. Because before, when we had phones, because bro, like the Note 10 5G Verizon versus my Note 10 Plus. My LTE variant gets better battery life than my 5G one.
That's configuration, right? I mean,
yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. That these modems are always searching no matter what, and this is why we're having these battery drain issues. And I think every 5G phone from now on is going to be the same issue.
Yeah, your 5G modem is actually going to draw more power.
Mm-hmm.
Through the RF front end and transmitters versus a 4G modem. So, Carlos, yeah, you're definitely right on that, man. So hopefully with a nice Pixel 5 with the integrated modem and the SoC, that'll change.
Stephanie with another super chat. Thanks, Steph. When I worked for Sprint, we had ex-AT&T employees say how horrible it was working for AT&T, and I believe it. They're just horrible. Not surprised to hear that. I do hear some people can make some money working for AT&T. They say that the money's pretty good, selling lines, selling service, selling phones. I don't know about treatment. I wouldn't be surprised. They treat their customers like crap, so I don't know why they would teach their employees well. Sounds to me like, that lines up pretty well with their business model, customer care. Sean says, I left AT&T for T-Mobile because of customer care. And the bill doesn't fluctuate every freaking month. I've heard of that too. The bill month to month being different. Like, it should be the same every month. AT&T, I do not want to pay your property tax. I want to pay my phone bill. Do you know why the T-Mobile Note 10 and Note 10 Plus hasn't gotten the 2.1 update? DGAF couldn't tell you, man, because I run an unlocked firmware. So
me too, and I haven't even received it either.
Oh, so it's a T-Mobile thing.
No, I have an unlocked Note 10 Plus. I didn't get it yet.
Bro, be careful with the unlocked phones. I'm gonna tell you this right now because my S20 Ultra is an unlocked variant, and I had the T-Mobile SIM in there, bro. I updated it because I thought I didn't really pay attention to the update, and all of a sudden I had a T-Mobile boot screen on my phone. T-Mobile's doing that, bro. I don't know, but I had to go download Odin on my laptop again and flash it back to the unlocked ROM. So you got to be careful with that, bro.
Vlad, I'll do that next time. I'll check into that. I'll see if it's just. I mean, I hope it's not just like a rogue app just running, because usually with like the newer version of Androids, it'll tell you at such and such app is running in the background. It'll ask you if you want to disable it and stuff like that. Yeah, so people aren't seeing these updates. Okay. All right.
At least I'm not the only one.
All right. So if you are a Verizon customer and you are thinking about upgrading to one of these devices from 2020, these flagships. So if you're looking at the LG V60, $949. I'm just talking about the sale price. I'm not talking about trade-ins, all that stuff matters too. How much they'll give you on a rebate, whatever the deal is. The LG V60 is $949 at Verizon. This Moto Edge Plus is $999. So that puts them really close. It's like a $50 value. If software is important to you, you definitely go to the Moto Edge. If hardware is more what you're about, I think the quad DAC of the LG V60, I think the display technology is probably better. I trust LG with that. And I also think the speakers are probably better on the LG. It's just, and the microphones are awesome, bro. 4 microphones on the LG. 4, man. It's phenomenal. So the recording on it's going to be great. The video, the photography, the manual controls. It's really nice. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It's comparable in a lot of ways. If the operating system is not a priority, like it doesn't have to be stock Android, I actually lean a little to the LG because connectivity is going to be almost the same. Maybe the radio reception might be a little bit better on the Moto. I'd say that's probably fair to assume.
But, Moto is known for better connectivity, bro,
right,
on their modems.
It will be. It is.
The configuration.
Okay. So if network connections are really, really important, the Moto might get the edge, literally. And I think if software is really important to you, then probably the Moto Edge as well. Which then takes us into the OnePlus 8 territory for Verizon, because we're all talking about the same type of phone. $899, $999, right? The OnePlus is $799. So you're almost getting a Moto. It's going to be very similar to the Moto Edge in a couple of ways, right? It's going to be a little bit smaller battery. It's like 4,300 milliamp hour. But you're going to get millimeter wave. You're going to get all the sub-6 stuff. You're not going to get band 14, just like this, which is, a trend now. But, man, either way, I don't care which phone you get. They're all better than any version of the S20. All of them. The OnePlus 8 from Verizon, the LG V60 from Verizon, this phone from Verizon. They're all better than the S20, S20 Plus, or S20 Ultra. All of them.
Interesting.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, Carlos paid $1,400 for that Ultra. He just threw it on the floor, bro. That's frustration, man.
That's his money. So, Carlos, you did that, not me.
Bro, I would let you throw it, too. If you were here right next to me, I'll let you chug it, too.
First, I'll take a picture, then I'll smash it. But
give you the reason to.
But on a real note, Sam, you actually make a very fair point about what you just said. These phones that you buy now are probably going to be better than the S20, S20 Plus, and Ultra. And this phone, we're talking about the Edge Plus, right? Because I had to mute myself for just a second. Honestly, if it wasn't a Verizon exclusive, I would honestly consider picking that up. That's a very good phone.
Yeah, dude, I would get in a heartbeat, but we got screwed on a single SIM.
But Mike, this is the thing, though. And Caleb, too. S20 Ultra, S20 Plus, all these phones, that they're labeled. They're not labeled as a dual SIM, right? how people started finding out about the dual SIM capabilities is this right here. In the back, you got 2 IMEIs, and that started questioning people like, "Hey, what the heck is going on?"
2 IMEIs means eSIM.
I know, I remember.
Yeah. So until the software update hits on these phones, on the Plus and the Ultra, because those are the only 2 that are getting it, you're not gonna have it. So what makes you think that maybe the Moto Edge Plus might have it, but it's on a software update because they're using the same modem, same everything. I think these modems are eSIM, period. Because every X55 has been coming eSIM and SIM, physical SIM.
That's why you're going to buy one first and let us know.
You bite the bullet, bro. Yeah.
You take one for Carlos. The team.
Yeah, take one for the team, please.
Carlos, a couple of questions here. The first one from James. He says, "What made you buy the phone, Carlos? Was it the hype?"
Honestly, basically, and to test it out, bro, to see how it was going to do. My long-term review on it so far has been not great. And if you want a $1,400 piece of slab that, I don't know, you leave it in your car overnight and you come in the next day and you see your camera has a hairline crack on it, then yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's how that happened?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yep.
Honestly, it's supposed to be the pinnacle of smartphone hardware right now. Like if you buy an Ultra, you think you're getting the best phone on the market right now. That's what it's supposed to be.
Supposed to, that's the key word.
Yeah. One more question for you, Carlos. This one's from Steph. Thank you for the super chat. Carlos, you doing the Hulk smash thing again?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if it
puny phone.
Maybe we might give it out to a lucky contender. Who knows?
Dude, I'll take the upper hands, man. I think that'll be.
I think I got enough room to take out another phone.
I got one better because I know this one is gonna just start a clown fest on the chat. Pickle Rick.
Rick. Yeah, I mean, Samsung. I think that'll be nice for their new marketing campaign. If they just say like Samsung, it's supposed to be.
No, I gotta, something, Sam. That's a good question because now that we're talking about all the drawbacks with the Samsung phone lines and like things that we're talking about now, which is the definitive phone brand in your opinion that you would go to that gives you everything? I caught you in the box there.
I can answer that.
All right, let me hear it.
So, if like I said, if the Moto Edge Plus, if it has, an eSIM, yeah, dual SIM, well, hybrid SIM, like they call it, yeah, I probably would buy it. But the Pixel lineup, the Pixel 5 always will have the hybrid SIM, the eSIM, and the physical SIM. Why? Because they have to support Google Feye, right, and also international, right? So with their 765G, they're going to have access to LTE, sub 6 gigahertz, NR, and millimeter wave connections. They're going to have the best of both worlds, and I bet you anything. So what the Pixel lineup usually does is they usually follow Apple, their number connectivity. They usually match up with their bands, and I bet you Apple probably do this too. Is they'll probably include the C-band connections in there, the band 77, the band 78. If Apple and if the Pixel 5 includes those bands this year, bro, man, Pixel 5 is the way to go because they'll have access to everything. The phones will be unlocked. You won't have to worry about anything. That'll be the phone. That'll be the phone of the year.
Here's what I'm seeing, though, and this is the only thing that is a drawback. The phones that are Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G phones, none of them have millimeter wave. That in and of itself is not a big deal. Honestly, it is not. There's not enough millimeter wave out, and there's not enough markets with it. And most people today will never connect a phone to a millimeter wave node. Carlos does because Carlos goes hunting. Carlos hunts for the stuff, right? Carlos is a network gangster. You get what I'm saying? He's an OG networkologist. But people don't even know what they're looking at cell phone towers, let alone a 5G node, to know if they're connected to a millimeter wave.
So I think 99.9% sure they'll put the millimeter wave in there though, because think about it, it supports it, but the Google they'll have to do it.
I will tell you, I will do a bet. 2 pounds of low scallops.
Oh man, here we go.
2 pounds of scallops that the Pixel will not be millimeter wave.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
I will do 2 pounds of scallops on that.
I'm gonna make you use your words, man.
Because and the reason I'm gonna do that bet with you is because there are no 765G phones that are millimeter wave. We've already had phones come out this year with them, and none of them have it.
True, but the reason being is because they already have like an 865 that's like a step up. Like, that's the market. It's like a marketing ploy.
The only thing I will say is if Verizon gets it, that is the only one. That is the only chance in the world is the same thing happens again. Verizon gets the millimeter wave version, and then everybody else gets sub-6. Seriously, bro. It's going to happen. Watch.
It might. I'm not
I
sure.
would rather the 765 that comes into the Pixel, none of them have millimeter wave, than Verizon to keep getting millimeter wave only, bro. It's so frustrating because T-Mobile has millimeter wave. AT&T has millimeter wave. Why aren't these phones all having them? Every variant from every carrier, unlocked, all that. There should be no restriction.
Yeah. Except for the Galaxy that can pick it up, but
because and we were talking about this kind of behind closed doors before the show started. Backstage we were talking about it. If you want a phone that is unlocked from the manufacturer to be all sub 6 gigahertz and millimeter wave, you have to buy either the S20 when it comes out at Verizon, or you have to buy an unlocked S10, S20 Plus, and Ultra. That is your only options. They're all Verizon exclusive for millimeter wave, whether it's the OnePlus or it's the LG V60 or it's the Moto Edge Plus. They're all locking it down millimeter wave on Verizon. And rumor has it that the 5G iPhone in the fall will only be millimeter wave on Verizon. It won't do sub 6. It will only do millimeter wave.
That's
ridiculous.
That's a hefty rumor. Like no sub 6 at all?
Millimeter wave only for the Verizon 5G iPhone.
So LTE and just millimeter wave. That's
and
it.
Millimeter wave.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Doesn't that remind you of last year?
Oh, if that's the case, that really puts a bad feeling in my stomach, worse than the Moto.
Dang.
Big shout out to MT Houston, Texas with the super chat. Thank you, bro. I'm still pissed at Verizon for suspending my account. They better appreciate me because I financed Hans's ballerina lessons. So for those of you that don't know who Hans Vestberg is, that is the CEO of Verizon. That's funny. Oh, my God. Good stuff. Good stuff. MT Houston, Texas. I love it. Everybody always teasing the CEOs. They make enough money. It's all good. I see a bunch of pickles in the live chat.
Hey, but what about Mr. Randall, bro? Mr. Randall.
Did you send him a bag? I heard you sent him a bag.
Bro, he got it, bro. He got the chocolate.
Dude, he deserves a bag, seriously.
Yeah. I mean that for the longest time, bro, they owed Pete his night and weekends, bro.
Ooh.
I got him for you, Pete. Don't worry. He paid up.
For the night and weekend minutes.
Yeah, he paid up.
All right. So we talked about the phones. I think it's good there. If you're a Verizon customer, this is a great option. It is $1,000 flagship, but it is a nice phone. It's better than the S20. It's a much better value than anything Samsung has right now at the 865 chip level. The only phone I would say that might be a better value is the OnePlus 8 from Verizon because it comes in at $799. Maybe. Battery life, whatever you think about the operating system, it's going to be pretty close. The LG V60, I think, competes there too. If you're more into...
I would put in also, I was just informed also, you remember I was talking about that Sony phone? I would put that in there as a contender as well because it looks like I've been being told that they're repositioning the phone's marketing, so it looks like they're going to not price it at $999. They may actually bring it down by $100, maybe make it $899 as a sweet tooth spot. So that's a rumor. That's a rumor, though.
The Xperia i11 or whatever?
The Xperia 1 Mark II.
Yeah. I looked at that phone. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the bands, though, that I like, but still it's pretty good.
True. They are making one that's a Pro version. I don't know if you've seen that one. They're making the Xperia 1 Mark II Pro. That one's supposed to be made for literally like every band of 5G. It's got like an actual exterior shell full of antennas. You should look it up if you get the chance. The thing is...
Really?
Yeah, check it out.
What's it called? I'm sorry, my volume's a little low. What's it called again?
It's called Xperia 1 Mark II Pro.
Probe or Pro?
Pro.
Okay, cool. I'll look at that. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Cesar, I didn't forget your question about the midband in LA. We'll just get to that as soon as we start talking about the networks. There was another super chat. I think it was Stephanie. Another $5 super chat. I'll take that bet too, Sneed.
Her pockets tonight.
She's the best. I'll take that bet too, Sneed. I can't see Google doing millimeter wave unless on Verizon. I feel like that's what they're doing, man. They're coming in and they're like, hey, we're gonna make deals with these OEMs. If anybody's getting millimeter wave, it's gonna be us. We want our phones showing multiple gigs per second, and we wanted to say powered by Verizon or Verizon 5G done right or whatever it is. Caleb is 2 connections on the stream. Is that right? Caleb?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I had to go back out and go back in because I had to receive a call. Then my mic volume went to, went horrible. So sorry about that. But I'm back.
All right. No problem. Okay. Yeah, so I was saying about the network questions that Cesar had. We get to them in a second. Let's just wrap things up here with the AT&T piece. Okay, AT&T quarter 1, 2020. This is the first company to report earnings for this last quarter. T-Mobile's probably in a week or two. Verizon is Friday. So what I like to do is I like to usually withhold my full analysis until I see how each of the carriers compares because it gives you an idea of what the market did for the quarter. So like say, for example, Samsung has a good quarter and Apple has a bad one. That means that Apple was doing something wrong. Samsung was doing something right. But if all companies are having bad quarters, then it's the market. It's not really the manufacturers. So I like to wait to see how the market serves the carriers. So AT&T's quarter 1 2020 was absolutely a tragedy. It was so bad. Not good is not even really doing it justice. Worse than expected. No surprises that it was bad. I think some people surprised at how bad outside of wireless. So from the mobility side, things are actually looking pretty good. There were 163,000 new postpaid ads. That was above the expected. The expectation was 91,000. Prepaid lost 45,000 subs or something like that. 43,000. That's bad, but I think that's a market thing, personally. To me, actually, I'm not that concerned about wireless. The postpaid stuff kind of pushes the prepaid aside. So that doesn't really bother me too much. The postpaid churn rate was super low, 0.86. That is really, really good. That I think is a record for a quarter one ever for AT&T. Record low churn for a quarter. Postpaid ARPU, average revenue per user, $55.68. They make money, man, on a per customer basis. They make money. FirstNet momentum is strong. Overall, really good on the wireless side. Good postpaid. not great on the prepaid. They did lose subs, but overall good on wireless. 5G deployments continue. New markets added, new cities for the low band and the millimeter wave. Okay. Home internet. They did add 209,000 fiber customers. They did lose DSL customers. Media side and TV. This is where things get bad. AT&T does not understand what it takes to make money on a volume basis. They're not into keeping their customers. They've literally tried for the last 3, 4, maybe 5 years to lose customers. The concept behind losing the customers is get rid of the ones that are on cheap plans and then try to bring them back on more expensive premium plans.
That's so true, too.
It's backfired because they've gone and they have not returned. Because as of right now, their losses on the media and TV side is hurting them to the point where their debt is going nowhere. So premium TV, that would be AT&T TV, Uverse, and DirecTV. They lost almost 900,000 subscribers on premium TV. That's almost 1 million customers. So 1 million of AT&T's former customers are now spread out to other companies, spending their money elsewhere. AT&T's answer to all this is a cost-cutting plan. Not a promotion. Not like, let's get our customers back. Not let's get new customers. We're going to cut costs at the company so that way we could just keep more money in our pockets and spend less on payroll, spend less on workers, spend less on like in-store operations, stuff like that. I don't understand how they're going to do this. They have gone from over 25 million subscribers in TV to now 18.5 in the course of the last 5 years.
Yeah, I was reading they want to cut the cost by another $6 billion.
Oh, I heard more than 10 billion.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
So I heard they want to do. I heard they want to do 6 billion by the end of the year.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the next 3 years they want to get down like 10, 20 billion.
It's not a good time to be an AT&T employee, that's for sure.
They lost 140,000 AT&T TV Now, which is their streaming service.
Heard about that?
They've gone from 1.5 million of those subscribers to 780,000.
Ooh.
DirecTV Now used to have 1.9 million subs. They are now officially below 1 million.
All right.
They think that their saving grace is going to be HBO Max, a new streaming service that is going to be available for launch on May 27th, $15 per month. Listen to this goal that they are setting for the service. They want 50 million subs within the next 5 years.
Oh, man.
Bro,
get out of here with that.
Listen to what I just described for the last like 5 minutes. And they want to add 50 million subscribers in this service in the next 5 years. So they want to average 10 million customers added each year for the next 10 years. So that means every quarter they are going to add 2.5 million subscribers.
They would have to come out with like some new content on the HBO Max platform, like maybe like Randall's Game of Thrones or something.
Or how Randall received surprise boxes through USPS. You know,
listen,
or something.
Yes.
There needs to be a show. Where will he do now for Randall Stevenson?
Yes. Perfect.
He's really trying to set those goals, bro.
Bro, I swear to you, Carlos, it said they want to add 50 million subs within the next 5 years, bro.
Yeah, he is. That's why the big cost-cutting initiative, too. So they're really trying, you know, but good Lord, man.
His mother should have swallowed him, bro.
Oh, Randall.
Oh.
Listen. Carlos, okay, if they give this thing away with certain plans, it might happen. Like, what if they gave it to every business elite customer?
Sneeze. I forgot to tell you, they are giving the HBO Max away to certain wireless customers already.
Okay.
And Uverse customers as well.
Okay, so
like
if they give it to the Uverse customers and they give it to business elite or, you know, the top premium wireless customer on the consumer side.
Yeah, yep, correct.
Then maybe I think that gets them upwards around 10 million the first year. But what do you do after that? Are people, bro, there are people paying $14 for Hulu, ESPN Plus, and what's it, Disney Plus. Those three things are $13.99. And this is $2 more, and it's HBO channels.
And let's put it this way: even if they give it to me for free, they can keep it. You couldn't even pay me to take it. That's how hard an experience it was.
I mean, not everybody watches HBO too. They're assuming that every customer loves and watches HBO. That's just not true. They might watch Game of Thrones at one point, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Is that worth it in and of itself, though?
I mean, in a retrospect, sort of. But here's the thing, though. You look at HBO's lineup; it's mainly just blockbuster movies, and most of these movies are either on Netflix, Hulu, as you said. Then there's, the TV shows. Now, like you said, Game of Thrones was popular at one point, but everybody and their mothers have stopped watching Game of Thrones and have moved over to a new show called The Witcher on Netflix. So
Yep.
So I don't know what they're trying to get at, but I mean, I've seen HBO Max. I've seen the promotion stuff. It looks cool on its own, but bundling with AT&T, I mean, how are you going to supply that much customers? And worst of all, how are you going to hold it? Like, T-Mobile gives you Netflix on us for so long. How long do they plan to give you HBO Max? Like, what's the idea?
They've shown the propensity to take things away and then resell them to you. So take, for example, I had an update 2 weeks ago. AT&T TV got rid of HBO. So the plan was $65 a month with HBO. They took away the HBO to charge you $55, and they say you can buy back the HBO for $10. Like, why are you wasting people's time? What they want to do is they want to advertise the $55 a month to make it look like it's cheaper, and then you can buy back the HBO access. But people aren't stupid, bro. Like they know that's blatantly obvious what you're doing.
They think people are not paying attention, but I've shown you guys and everybody sees it. People are waking up. They're taking notice when it comes to spending their hard-earned money. So they're not dumb. Not anymore.
They're gonna have to get some new shows on HBO. That's for sure. Like
none of that Sesame Street crap. None of that.
Like Randall's new show will be called some My Mother Should Have Swallowed Me. I don't know.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. Randall is on the hot seat, man.
He is. He's so hot seat.
Randall's on the hot seat. John Stanky, what a name, bro. John Stanky steps down from his position as head of the media side, and he appoints the former co-founder of Hulu as the new media side CEO. And to me, I think that's smart because you're trying to hire somebody who's done it, but the damage may be too far gone. People are starting to look at AT&T a little different. Even from the investor side, AT&T took out a $5.5 billion loan for financial flexibility. That was less than 2 weeks ago. And they only did that because they knew this was coming. They knew they had to report it, and they had to pay dividends because that's what AT&T does.
Carlos, you know what I see happening in the future? I see AT&T buying Hulu in the future. I really do.
Okay, can we talk about debt?
I know it's bad, but
the debt is up the wall.
But even if AT&T were to do that, Disney owns Hulu, so they're not going to sell it cheap.
Bro.
They do, but I could see AT&T doing this. I really can. If they get the HBO off the ground, I could see them buying Hulu in the near future.
Bro, they have $150 billion in debt just from their last two media acquisitions. Time Warner was $100 billion.
I honestly don't think John Stanky and Randall care. I really don't. I think they're just willing to do anything and everything. Throw a what's the saying? Throw the water and make sure it sticks or something. That's pretty much what they're doing.
I'm completely lost in what their business vision is for the media side, because if you've got $150 billion in debt and you haven't been able to pay, bro, the year started off actually good. They had paid, I think, $6 to $8 billion towards the debt the first quarter. So what if they ended up paying $20 billion the whole year towards it? It stopped after that $6 to $8 billion. So for the last 2 quarters, 3 quarters, it's been a crap show. They haven't been paying towards those debts. It's just weird, man. I think there's going to be a shakeup. They're going to have to give him some kind of a exit package, get him out of there, get some kind of complete revamp on the media side. You've got to chop away at that debt because wireless is doing great.
That's another HBO special.
So, where is the debt now?
Where is Randall now?
Tonight's HBO special. Where will Randall go?
Bro,
what will he do?
Randall's the type of dude that'll leave for like $150 million.
Will his small cell tower next to his house disappear after he leaves?
Will he move? Will he take the cell phone tower with him?
We will never know.
Thanks, Steph, for another super chat. Disney Plus for the win. I have a song for HBO and AT&T. Let it go.
Yes.
Let it go. Don't like it.
Honestly, I don't like Disney Plus. It's okay. It's good for Disney fans, and honestly, even Marvel fans. Like, it's fine.
Oh, I stand corrected, and thank you for the super chat, Steph. I appreciate that so much. Very generous of you today. Mr. X says to help lower their $166 billion. I thought it was $150. Apparently, it's higher. So that's nice. All right, open platform. Let's get to Cesar's question. Cesar was asking about midband coming to LA. Any comment or insight on that, Caleb? Is there anything going on there?
We are so the good thing about my market, Los Angeles, is we're letting as far as migration standpoint, kind of letting the other markets go first. You reported earlier about T-Mobile's. They're turning up the 2.5, and they got done in Philadelphia. They're doing it in New York, Detroit, Columbus. Yada yada yada. The benefit on my market is that I get to kind of go last. So I can kind of see where the hiccups are and stuff. We are doing migrations every single night, and it's going to be later on, probably most likely in the summer. So, but I'll keep you guys all posted. But we are working nonstop. Even now, I'm seeing messages in our chat app. So we're working. All the engineers are working extremely hard to get the networks integrated as fast as possible. So just look for big changes in the summer.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's time to do it. Yeah.
Thanks for the insight, Caleb. We know that, it's one of those things that's kind of touchy. You want to give people good information, and then sometimes things happen while working, and they're, the network has a setback or whatever, you don't want to sound like you misled somebody, so I think your answers are about as detailed as you can give people, so we appreciate that. Big shout out to Vlad. How much are they pushing FirstNet? Most people I speak to don't know it exists. For those of you that don't know FirstNet, this is a contract, a government contract that AT&T has acquired, I think in 2018, in which they're building out a segment of the network that gives first responders and government contracts access to a very important piece of the network, priority access. So it's over band 14. When first responders during emergencies and during times of need, they will have priority on the network, specifically through that band access. It's 700 megahertz band. I forget the block, Caleb. Do you know it?
I don't remember the block either. It's 750 megahertz, though. But it's kind of hard for people to know about FirstNet when you don't put band 14 on the freaking phone. I mean, come on. You want to sell the service? Well, put the band on the freaking phone. I mean,
band 14 works, dude. I gotta say, I was in a town that was a lot of band 14, a lot, and it works good.
Here's what Samsung phones are good for. You can choose which bands you want to connect to. So if you have a Samsung Galaxy device, and I had AT&T, I could lock in band 14 only. And if you want to see how important it is to your connections, lock in band 14, go about your business, driving around your city, doing what you got to do, and see if your connection is still serviceable. Because here's what I learned about Band 71, T Mobile's low band. I had Band 71 only. I kept it on by itself all day, and it did fine. Some places it was 5 megahertz, it was slow. Some places it was 10, it was faster. You know what I'm saying? But it goes to show you if a connection is good, what it could do for you. So FirstNet's a big one. Aggregating Band 14 with Band 2, with Band 4 and 66 and 12 and 17 and 30, it makes AT&T's network really fast. Like, Carlos, you gave me access to that business line, that elite business. Yeah. Bro, it flies, bro. It's 200 megabits per second is common. Yeah. 100 megabits per second is average. MT Houston, Texas, another super chat. He's got an idea for a show, Caleb. Randall Does Dallas, episode 1.
Yes, perfect.
I'm pretty sure, Carlos, he's got a residence in Dallas, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. He actually has a nice right next to his house. I mean, he bought the whole block, bro. The block is his. Yeah, and it has a pole, and it has literally two antennas. Straight up a small cell, bro. This fool's chilling, bro. He's cruising on AT&T fast.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You guys finish. I'll wait.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, all right. Good. No, I was on my phone. I just got notified. Everybody's posting their reviews about the iPhone SE.
Reviews
already from the critics, not the YouTubers, the real people, the real reviewers.
Okay. All right. So, what are they saying?
Here's the roundup. This is basically a summary. Things that they like and don't like. They like affordable price. Well, that's a given. Long battery life so far. Great rear camera. iPhone 11 Pro level performance. The dislike, old iPhone design, selfie camera is mediocre. Anything you want to know in particular?
I would want to know about the radios, man. But people don't really consider that. I want to know about
saying that, yeah.
Go ahead, Caleb.
No, you're right, Nino. Like, it's just the thing, like, everybody that posts about the phones these days, the tech bloggers, the CNETs, the Android 9 to 5, stuff like that. Nobody never ever really posted about the connectivity. And we're supposed to be living in a 5G world. It's frustrating.
I mean, I still call. I still, and I text and I transmit tons of data. The radio stuff matters to me.
They focus, you know what it is? They focus heavily on the hardware. They don't ever take a dive, like, looking at what band is in the phone, what supports or not. They only care about the camera. They care about, you know what it is? When I look at it in a retrospect and like all scenario, they're only looking at the areas that the most consumers are going to look at. Because if you start talking bands and radios, a percentage of those people are probably not going to know what they're talking about.
What I don't understand is why we have these different pulls and pushes. It's like a tug of war. So CNET and these people, they review like the camera performance. They review the battery life. They review the build quality. They review charging speed, all this other stuff. And then you have network guys like us. We want to know about the 2x2 MIMO versus 4x4 MIMO. What's the LTE connection like? How's the signal quality? Because signal quality will affect battery drain. And signal quality, and then also like the category of the LTE speeds affects total speed output. So take, for example, my wife who has a 10S Max. She's standing next to me. We're in the same spot in the family room. Connected to the Verizon network, same plan, same priority. We both use hundreds of gigs per month. So we're both over the deprial cap. We're next to a tower that gets 150 megabits per second, right? I'm getting 99 megabits per second on my phone in the evening. She's getting 48. There is a clear difference in the radio quality between my phone and hers. So to me, when the networks start to slow down during times of congestion, I'm at the advantage. My hardware is better than hers. I've got a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip. She's got an Intel modem. My modems are from Qualcomm, so they're better. So to me, I need to know these things. I can't recommend somebody coming from a 10R to get the SE because you're getting the same crappy modem. You get what I'm saying? It's a 2x2 MIMO, so the capacity is unchanged, and it's the same company, Intel, making it. So to me, it's crap. So if somebody says to me, the most important thing to me is I need an iPhone because I'm in the ecosystem, well, then that ends the discussion. You go and you buy it. But if you care about radio technology and signal strength, nobody can recommend an iPhone. If you're recommending an iPhone to somebody, it's battery life, it's pretty good camera performance, it's iOS, it's the ecosystem, it's everything other than the technical hardware stuff. And to be honest with you, there's nothing. I never looked at an iPhone and thought to myself, "Oh man, that is a beautiful phone." It's a regular slab. I don't. But
it has band 14.
But it has band 14.
That's true. That's true. I mean, like I was talking about earlier, Sneed, up in backstage. The three OEMs, Samsung, Apple, Google, you can all expect, unlocked variants from them, right? And that's where they will include the band 14. It's just unfortunate that the other OEMs, they make these backroom deals with the carriers and exclude, network bands and millimeter wave access and what have you.
For whatever reason, the apps on the iOS platform seem to be more pleasant. They run without hitches and flaws. Carlos loves Periscope on his iPhone.
Yeah.
Carlos loves Twitter on his iPhone. He's like, man, this is fantastic. Bro, he uses his Note or his Ultra. This thing's flying across the room. Carlos goes into Hulk smash mode. For whatever reason, the apps are optimized well on iOS, or the apps run better because iOS is better.
And they look smoother, bro.
I think better. Developers, I've been reading a lot about that. So it seems like developers and Apple, they both work a lot better because Apple is a little bit more open to developers on iOS. So there was a couple of reports reading that Apple plays fair with independent developers trying to develop something original and stuff. And if they make it only for iPhone, they give them some exclusivity with the way it runs on the platform. And if they really like it, they'll just buy it out from them and make it standard if they really like it. Xcode, Xcode? That's I think that was something they promoted at WWDC, that coding program that they use. It's been very popular with most of the developers. That's what they're using to develop these apps on iOS. And right now, that's the number one thing that these developers are using. So that's probably another reason why it's so smooth, because they're using Apple software to make software for iOS.
It's just interesting to see how. If you want a strictly network beast, you don't buy an iPhone. You buy a flagship Android, right? If you're all about the apps, network is secondary, not a bottom priority, but it's it's not your top priority. If it's really app experience, then yeah, you're probably going with iOS. You're going with an Apple device.
My thing with iOS, the only complaint that I have is after a while, and this is just me preference with Android, it just gets boring. You're just sitting there, you see the same stuff every day, that you can't change it up. And for me, after a while, there's so much missing that I've been able to do more with the Note 10 Plus and Android in general.
Would you say, Mike, that most people, when they own an iPhone, the typical person, most of them are simply having just the phone as a vessel? It's really the apps that they interact with. They don't really interact with the phone.
Yeah, they don't.
So yeah, to them, it's about just, I want these apps to be awesome.
They just want the Apple stamp. You know what's the best example for my generation? Snapchat. So Snapchat, for some reason, on iOS is much smoother. It has a better influence in the camera, and the camera quality is. He knows.
He's like, man, I've been quiet too long. Heck
yeah, bro. Snapchat works hella good on iOS, bro.
But on the flip side, on Samsung phones, Instagram works a lot better than on iOS. I think that's because of their partnership and also some exclusivity. But still, there are certain things that people like about iOS, not just because it has the Apple logo, but there are some things that they use on the daily that just works better. And I can't argue with that. I mean, if they like what they like, then that's it. Hey, I can't argue.
Yeah. So the iPhone is really a vessel, of applications. It's really just about having these really enjoyable app experiences, a good camera that works well for social media. So for Instagram, for Twitter, they want the apps to be the experience, not really the phone.
Why do you think? Okay, time out. Why do you think if you go into an Apple store, why do you see Apple Arcade? Why do you see iCloud? Why do you see Apple Music as always the demo on display? That's really where they're making their money from, not the hardware. They're getting you in with their services and app base. So Apple Arcade is one of their best selling right now on their streaming service. It's going up in numbers because people are liking the games. Apple Music has been the #1 streaming service in America, paid subscribers. Apple TV Plus, that's an app on the iOS, everything. So basically it's the streaming services they're trying to hook you on to make the money. The more people sign up and play and pay, get it, play and pay, the more that they get their money, because nowadays, people aren't switching from phone to phone to phone like it used to be. They got to find a way to keep you spending your money. And these streaming services, $10 a month, unless you're a college student, that's how they get you.
Yeah, it's always software and services with Apple. That's always been the thing.
And the nice thing about it, they get you on all that stuff. But the good thing, bro, is that they give support for a phone, bro, for a long time.
Support, and the best part of all is any feature that comes on the new phone, if it's something that has to be a hardware feature-wise, they most likely will put it on the older phone. So, for example, I had the iPhone 10. So, oh my goodness, sorry, my phone's ringing all day today. So I had the iPhone 10, and the iPhone 10s had bokeh. I don't know if you remember that whole thing they did, bokeh effect. Now, the iPhone 10 was capable of having it. They didn't put it on with a software update. So I never really got to update to iOS 13 or anything. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but my buddy texted me. He's like, dude, they just added the bokeh effect on the iPhone 10. Now, again, I don't know if he's lying or if he's telling the truth. So somebody in the live chat, tell me if he's lying. But they're adding features that were on, flagship phones. So their support is pretty good. I got to give them that.
So we got a super chat sticker from Jamil. Thank you for the sticker. What's the sticker doing? Anybody know? Sticker and sunglasses. All right, cool. You guys picked the coolest stickers, man. Thank you for that. Thanks, Jamil. Appreciate you. And a second one. I don't like Apple products. I always joke that I've been fixing Apple's junk for a long time. But what I will say, and I think the reason why I end up fixing a lot of them is because they do hold some value. So people want to keep them long term, and it's actually worth it to fix. Like a 3-year-old iPhone. Still makes sense to do a battery replacement. Still makes sense to do a charging port. Still makes sense to repair a bad speaker or something like that. Mm-hmm. If it's a OG Google phone or it's the Google Pixel 2, your phone's not worth not even $100. So do I even want to fix it for $90? That kind of question comes into play. Mm-hmm. So, and actually, when they started making more and more models of the iPhone, that's when the value started to go down. Carlos, you've been in the iPhone game a long time. As soon as they started making, like, the 6 and the 6 Plus was cool, right?
Yeah, it was okay.
Then they did the 10, the 8, and the 8 Plus. And it was like, whoa, 3 iPhone models. Then they kept a lot of those, right? They kept making the 8, the 8 Plus. Then they kept making the 10. And then they brought out the 10S and the 10S Max. You're like, holy crap. They are producing 5 different phones simultaneously. Then they came with the 10R. And you're like, they got 6 phones in productions right now. And then they started selling the 11 Pro, and the 11 Pro Max. Meanwhile, they still will sell you the 10S and the 10S Max, and they still will sell you a 10R. Now they're going to sell you also the SE. They've got like 7 models in production right now. The value will only start going down now.
But the good thing about it is when they do a model change, like me, how I deal with the international market with iPhones. Once something changes, bro, drastically on it, the value goes like through the roof internationally.
And Sam, let me correct you. Go ahead, Carlos. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
Oh. Well, no, because I also want to correct you a couple things. So, Sam, they actually don't keep the last year flagship models up. Instead, what they're doing now is keeping the last year mid-range, like the iPhone XR. So this year, when they released the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, they didn't put the iPhone XS for sale on a cheaper price. Instead, they put the XR at $599. And the reason why they're doing this is because so much money that people are willing to spend on their products. And they're figuring out, okay, we have a chip that's 1 year old. Most people will probably see more value in that because it's only a year old and it does half of what the 11 does. If we can't get them for $699 or whatever that price was, we'll get them for $599. So they're basically just filling in the gap on where they can get you at a sweet spot, really.
Okay, so if we were to go to the website, how many different models can you buy from the website?
The iPhone SE, the iPhone XR, the 11, 11 Pro, and Pro Max. So that's 5 iPhones. If you
you can't buy the XS or the XS Max from the Apple Store.
Only on certified refurbished. They don't do brand new. They do only certified refurbished.
Yes, Madbirds. I like it.
What is it?
Yes, Madbirds. I like it.
Are you sure that they started doing refurbished on the XS and XS Max only? They stopped selling them new?
I'll tell you what, Carlos. I'm gonna go to a share screen. We're gonna go to the. I'm just curious, and we're just chilling now. So
yeah, let's just have a good time.
Yeah,
because I know
look.
you can buy the 8 and 8 Plus at the Apple Store still.
All right, so here's
Wait,
the
no,
full
no,
screen.
you can't.
Here's the full screen layout. Here's the Apple website. So right off rip, you come onto the website, $399 iPhone SE. Boom. Okay. $229 with a certain trade-in. That's like if you trade in like a whatever, another iPhone. All right, so they're pushing the 11, they're pushing the 11 Pro, the Watch Series 5, watches, Apple Card, earpods.
Screw those earpods.
TV, right? So they're doing a lot of that stuff. Let's go to the iPhone section and let's see what they say here. Okay, so there's the SE again. Yay, an iPhone 8 Part 2. All right, there's the 11. There's the 11 Pro. The iPhone 11 is $449 with a trade-in, you say?
Yeah, but trust me, the value they do for your older phones.
Yeah, they'll be getting you. All right, so they will. Here's what they'll sell you. All right. 11 Pro, 1,000. 11, 700. SE, 400. 10R, 599. So that's the one they've been discounting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all they're selling.
That's all they're selling for the new stuff.
For the new stuff. If you want to check their certified refurbished, you go back to the iPhone list, and then they'll have a link that says either certified refurbished. So look at the top. All right, it's not there. Oh, they took it down. Ooh, they took it down. Interesting. Jinx, you owe me soda.
I'll send you a gift card, dude.
It's all right. But yeah, they had a certified refurbished tab. Maybe they put it at the bottom of the screen when you go all the way down. But yeah, basically the certified refurbished, they take the phones that they discontinue and they just refurbish them. And okay, so right there, so you should see certified refurbished store. It should be right in those options. Huh. I'm surprised they took it away. I'm
refurbished.
Oh, there it is. There you go. There you go. Never mind.
Okay, so they got the Macs, the iPads, the iPhones. Let's click iPhones.
And there you go.
iPhone 10, $600. Who would do that?
Not me.
A 10s at $700.
Ugh, no way.
Yeah, this is kind of robbery, dude.
Yeah. You can get them. You can get into
you're gonna get into one generation newer. Like take for example it's a difference of a couple $100.
Not even that. If you go to eBay and get these phones unlocked, you could get them for less than what they're selling on refurbished.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna probably pay half of this. I would bet a 10s Max right now. Wait, what was the 10s Max?
It was like
they're selling it for $800, right?
$800.
You can get a 10s Max right now, secondhand from somebody. Not refurbished, it's just used secondhand, probably for $300-400.
Mm-hmm.
Serious. So like half or less.
The only thing they do with their refurbished is they change the battery and screen. That's really what they're doing with the refurbishment. They say that, we look at the parts. Bullcrap. They just replace the battery and the screen to make it look new.
Hey, man, we got 140 people in the live, yo.
Hey.
We are chilling.
Can we get 100 likes? Come on now.
100 likes. Get the likes up, y'alls. All right, that was cool.
Hey, we took a little strip down Apple Lane. I'm curious to see what Samsung's doing on their refurbished site. Now he gonna pull it up. He gonna pull it up now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
let me do the share screen. Let's see what they're doing here.
Samsung, they want like what, $50 after a year for their brand new phone. So let's see what they're selling them on refurbished.
Certified pre-owned and refurbs.
They're
guys
just
can-
as they're
You guys
just
can
as
see it
guilty.
okay?
Yep, we good. They're just as guilty, so I would
S7, you say?
What?
Can I get a Note
What?
7? Can I get a Note 7?
Oh my goodness. Even headphones? What is this? What are we in 2015?
Wait, so where's the?
You gotta hit on the phone. Go on the phone. Get started.
Wow.
What?
Note 5, S6, S7, S8.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's pick S8 since that's the newest thing they offer.
Okay, oh my god. This is bad. This is
What is-
really
Carlos, what does CPO mean?
It was certified.
Oh,
something,
certified
right?
pre-owned. or
certified
something?
pre-owned.
Yeah, certified pre-owned. Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's.
How much is it?
Let's go to the S8 Plus because that was a flagship at one point. Out of stock. No, we will not.
Okay. It says they're $400. They want $400 for the S8
They want three.
Plus?
They want 350.
Click on it one more time. I thought I saw something different.
Dang,
Yeah, look at
bro,
the bottom.
Oh, 400.
My international buyers, I can't even get 500 for. I can't even get 500 for an S20 Plus, bro.
Oh,
Brand new.
my God.
Let alone selling $400 for an S8, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's enough for that.
Now let's see
what.
Best Buy. Yeah,
Let's see what Best Buy is doing. Yeah, we're trying to find you guys some good deals out here. All right, Best
Christmas
Buy.
came early this year.
They have the S6 for $95.
Oh wow.
That's a throwback, dude.
They selling Galaxy Bud Pluses refurbished for $110. That's actually pretty good.
What could possibly be needing refurbish?
Just the grill, the speaker grill.
Really?
But yeah, you know, the human ear is a disgusting.
Sure. We got the S10e for $500.
See, that's better. That's better.
But I'm pretty sure you can get one of those on eBay for $400.
Yeah, you probably could.
Here's a Geek Squad refurbished S9 Plus, $529. I'm pretty sure on eBay you can get an S10 Plus 5G for $450 or $500. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really liking Best Buy's pricing. I think you could beat a lot of this elsewhere.
Even the refurbished Note 10 Plus was worse than the brand new.
No,
Bro, you can go to the Boost store and beat that, bro. and you know where I'm going right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's up, Jamil, with another super chat? Thanks, bro, hamster. Appreciate you, man.
Dude, Boost is actually throwing some good deals, bruh.
Boost is throwing good deals.
Look.
Yeah, but they're locked.
No. Put the screen on. You'll
Are you capping, bro?
see.
You capping?
Look at their deal. Bro, I'm literally in front of a Boost store right now.
You
Okay,
capping.
so you want me to? All right, hold on a second, bro. Hold on.
Sam, I think he's capping.
Look
He's
at
capping.
look
Look at solo
Look
layout,
at that
bro.
deal.
Read the fine
Four
print.
lines for 100, bro.
Read the fine
Still,
print.
480p.
480p. How much hotspot, dog?
Includes hotspot per line. Let's see here. It doesn't even say it, bro. Unlimited. It says here. Wow, it don't say.
Ooh.
But it says it includes. Hold on. We're going in right now.
Oh no! Yo, look at me like,
Yes.
excuse me, sir, you cannot be filming. You're like,
Four
oh, no,
lines.
I'm not like,
Four
Oh
lines
yeah,
for 120.
Jihad works for Boost. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, I got a question. Real quick. On that 4400, how much hotspot is included in that?
On the 4400 is only 1 gig.
1 gig?
Hotspot, you can do the product for 120.
The 120, how many? Oh, 30 gigs. So 4 lines for 120, and it's HD streaming, 30 gigs per line. It's not bad, dude.
Carlos risking his life. He's risking his career right now going into a Boost Mobile store.
99% of the cover. There you go, bro.
Hey, listen, Carlos. Guess what? You didn't notice it. But did you guys notice that coverage map is different than what it used to look like?
Yeah, I definitely.
It doesn't look like the chopsticks map anymore.
So you know why? Because those are going to be the new T-Mobile activations.
Yes, sir. I wonder what SIM card they're using. It makes me want to just get to see.
Okay,
Wow.
so the S10 or no, what is it called? The A10, the A20e, no A10e, A20. Those A-line phones. Apparently, they're going to be coming with T-Mobile SIM cards pre-installed.
Bro, I mean, look at it right here, bro. It's advertised. There you go. 4 free Samsung A20s, bro.
Yo, Carlos, fix the
What's
sign,
happening?
bro. Help them out, man. Fix the
What's
sign.
happening, bro? Here we go.
It's leaning a little bit. It's got a gangsta lean a little bit.
There you go. The gangster lean is gangster. There you go. We got
You
it.
just gotta turn that coverage map like upside down, right? And then people will be like, "What is?"
Hey.
Yeah, we got him. We helped them out, man. We did our job today as a temporary boost employee.
Hey, big shout out to Lou Don with the super chat. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man. Hope all is well with you, and I appreciate the super chat. Carlos about to get a job application.
Hey, bro, I'll go in there, bro. I'll be like, "Hey, you guys hiring?"
Hey, Carlos, listen. Go. Stephanie's saying go into the boost store, man, and buy one and see what SIMs they're using.
I know it makes me wonder, right?
I'm telling you guys right now that the phones,
It's a good idea.
certain models are coming with T-Mobile SIM cards pre-installed. Like there's certain Samsung models that are. I wonder if they're going to start doing it with all the new inventory.
Will they activate the S20 Ultra if I went in there and just did a quick activation?
They're doing, and you can tell them. You can be like, "Yo, can I get a T-Mobile SIM?" Because it's going to give you access to a better network. You guys got to remember, the Boost network is Sprint's native network. No roaming, no nothing.
Oh, now you're making me, bro. They even got a Boost car, bro, over here. They got it covered up. They got it covered up with a Boost car cover, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Is Pitbull going Dale over there in the bushes somewhere?
They get it, bro. Hey, I'm going in the store right now, bro. We gotta ask to see what SIM card.
Hey,
that is
Jihad,
true.
if you can answer any of those questions for us, please do in the live chat. I'd love to report it. So go ahead. By all means, tell us about the SIM card situation and the activations. Big shout out to Gene. Thanks for the super chat, broski. Thank you so much.
Bro, I know it makes me wonder, bro. I'm gonna ask right now.
What's up, Brawl Stars? What's happening? Carlos, steal the Boost car.
No, hell no. Probably a hoopty.
Imagine Carlos going to jail over that, bro.
Hell no.
Imagine they say we're watching you right now.
I would actually laugh.
Where will Boost go now?
Bro, we're about to find out right now, bro. I got you.
Hey, I don't see no video, Los. What's up? 160 in the live, dog.
We're here at the Boost store. You see, we got to just do this. The little
Carlos,
situation.
Here you go,
bro. The little situation, you know.
I would say just keep it for
People are scared to go to church.
All right, Carlos. Jihad says that we don't have the new TM SIM cards yet. They'll be around in mid-May to start activating them.
What?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
You got to bounce, bro. Go get the car, bro.
I'm still asking, bro.
Go get the car.
Carlos, go get the car, dog.
I'm still asking, bro. We gotta ask, bro. Maybe you don't know, bro.
Yo, Jihad says stop harassing his people, bro. Chill out.
Maybe they could have some info that we don't know about.
Well, Jihad's in on all the meetings and stuff. He's a rep.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It's a really nice looking store. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's nice, bro. Look, they even got JBLs, bro. They got the JBLs. They got the cases, bro.
Yo, Carlos, start screaming Dale, bro, and just start dancing.
Bro, look, they even got their own accessory kit, like packaging, bro. I can see it. It says Boost on the packaging for the accessories. That's crazy. I didn't know they had their own accessory line.
Hey, Carlos, I dare you to start doing like Gangnam Style dancing, man.
It's Gundam style.
Gangnam Style. What?
Oh my god.
Bro,
Hey, Carlos, ask them if they are with 2020 Mobile.
It is. It says they're 2020 Mobile.
What does that mean? Is that their like business operations?
I guess. Oh, I can ask. I'll ask. Why not? $25 gift card, e-gift card, for qualifying purchase of an LG Stylo or Stylo 5X. Wow. Yeah, I guess you got a $25 gift card.
All right. The people want me to go to Swappa and see what's going on with pricing. Do they do certified refurbished on Swappa?
Swappa just sells people's devices, bro, from what I know. Like, you put your device for sale.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's not really what we're looking for.
Yeah, let's see, bro. We're going to find out.
Hey, I want to make an announcement while you guys are all here in the live chat. This will probably also be in tomorrow's video as well. For those of you that don't know my subscriber count, I'm approaching 9,200 subscribers, which means we are on the precipice of 10,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be unhiding my count, my subscriber count, and I'm going to make it public for the time being until I hit 10,000 subs. As soon as it hits 10,000 subs, I'm going to hide it again. When I get over 19,000 and I'm about to hit 20,000, I'm going to hide it again after I hit 20,000.
Maybe you should also take your like and dislike also on.
I hid that shit too, bro. Chill out.
And he did it because of the 2 people dislike.
Bro, I got the same person disliking my video every day.
The same people dislike mine too.
Yeah. It's annoying, bro.
I have a question. Basically, if I have an S20 Ultra, you guys can activate it with Boost. And do you guys have the newer SIM cards for the T-Mobile, for the new T-Mobile network?
What do you mean? Like if you have the S20 that you want to activate?
No, the S20, like the S20 Ultra, you'll activate this phone?
That one, I don't know if they're able to activate it. I have to look at the IMEI and see if I can activate it.
And then another question is, since you guys updated the coverage and everything.
The coverage won't be updated until May 1st.
Oh, until May 1st?
Yeah, on May 1st, that's when we're doing a lot of changes.
Oh, with the dish and everything?
Yeah. May 1st is going to be the actual date.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I just needed to know that for right now.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Oh, she was nice. She was nice.
Yeah, she was cool. Yeah, she's cool. She was nice. She was really nice.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. May 1st.
Yeah.
You heard
Carlos, go get the card now.
First.
Bruh. Well, hold on. Here it is, bro. Let's see.
Dale.
The Boost Mobile.
Anybody know if we can use the S20 Plus eSIM now or not yet? eSIM updates?
We're still waiting on the firmware update. It's supposed to be the end of the month.
Look at that car. That's crazy. I never even seen a Boost Mobile car before.
Okay, so what car is it?
Where you at?
Let's see. Hold on. It's a Honda.
My God!
It's a Civic. It's a Civic, bro.
It's a Honda.
Out of his way to mess up this. Oh my goodness!
It's a Honda, bro. It's a little Honda.
Hey, Carlos. It Done has a super chat. He said it was 4 lines for 100 with how much hotspot?
It's 30. The 4 lines for 100 was 1 gig. Then you got the 120 for 4 lines, and it's 30 gigs per line. Sweet deals.
And then HD, was that included in the 120?
Included. HD included, baby.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get in the beast, bruh. We out. We out.
If you were dancing in the phone, bro, if you were dancing inside the phone store, they would have given you a free phone, man.
That's what I told him to do.
Are you for real?
Yeah, bro, you messed up, bro.
Dude,
I'll go back in there, bro.
I told you to do the Gangnam style now, didn't I?
Yo, Carlos is gonna go in there like this.
Nah, bro.
Oh my God, he's really going back in.
I'll go back there and do break dancing, bro. I'll break dance on that.
Oh,
Carlos, you can't
back
break
in the
dance
day.
no more, bro.
I did back in the day.
No.
I know back in the day, bro. You haven't done it in years, please, man.
Yeah, hey, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, right, bro.
Back.
Every time
Motion.
somebody is 10 years removed from some kind of major activity, they try to do it and then they like tear their hamstring or something, or they tear their calf. Please, man. Hey, get her number for me, Carlos.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Snap.
I feel you.
I just want to say, you know, if you look at John's avatar there, his photo for quarantine, dude got a smashing head of hair, bro. Seriously, if that is a recent photo, he is killing it right there.
What's your secret,
I know he
bro?
don't. I know, Johnny. I know you don't like me, but I just gotta say, keep getting your hair straight, honey, and listen to your mama. All right, this is Dr. Technoid talking. You want a prescription? Come ask me.
What just happened, bro? That legacy tech is trash.
Ooh.
Don't beef on the Civic. Wife has 10,000 in engine upgrades on hers. Oh god, that's probably so fast, bro.
Bro,
Man.
I used to fix the Civic, bro. I know. 10K
Yo.
got me a 9-second Civic, bro.
Yo, Carlos, take this picture of John right here, screenshot it, and take it over to her and ask her if she's interested, bro. We're trying to make it happen, bro. Be like, this guy's into it right here.
Damn, he's really trying to do the love connection, huh?
Just be like, yo, just be like, listen, John is about that life. He is definitely doing things. All right.
Need Mobile Tech Channel, the love connection.
Right.
Where will it go now?
Will they go to the Bahamas?
Are we gonna hit 100 likes, or are we not gonna hit that yet?
Yeah,
we had 88. Come on, everybody, like it up to 100.
Hey,
and maybe
Carlos,
breakdowns.
Carlos, they want to see you do the WAP, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, bro, not right now. I'm about to eat right now, actually. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the food. You know me. I'm born hungry, bro.
What'd you order, man?
Bro, I ordered a Loco Moco. I'm a Hawaiian place right now.
A Loco Moco.
Oh, Loco Moco,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
good. I like that.
I want to see
you,
your nene. I want to see your nene, Carlos.
Thanks for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Jose. Appreciate you, brother. Very nice of you. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
We got
Sneed's love boat. Yes, Steph, that's
What's
right.
that theme song? Da, da.
It's
Like
love
Love Boat?
connection, bro. It's love connection.
And it's only you and you again.
Carlos is gonna go back, bro. He's gonna get his food. He's gonna want to share. Be like, yo, this is from John right here in the live chat. Show a picture. Carlos, can you at least moonwalk, bro?
No, he can't.
Come on, Carlos, do it.
Do the roar. It's like Shrek. Do the roar. I think you went on mute.
I do stuff off guard, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's unexpected. I'm spontaneous sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
You're spontaneous
Yeah.
like that. All right.
Try to.
Jihad says, one thing about the new Boost Mobile is either you are activated on Sprint current network or you will be activated on T-Mobile. You cannot use both. Interesting. And they're not going to do new Sprint activations after so long, right, Caleb?
Yeah, that's correct. That is
So at
true.
some point, it's basically like DCOM for Boost.
Yeah, we're thinking. I think the cutoff date is August 1st, I believe.
Good information. What's up, Scoop Man? The big homie Scoop's in the house.
Yo, Sneed. Oh.
What do you? Those look like fried eggs. Is that what you? What's
Dude,
on?
that's that
curry?
Loco Moco, bro.
Is that curry?
Okay, I
That
see
Loco Moco,
rice.
you got that beef, you know, you got that rice, you got the egg, bruh. The gravy, you know what I'm saying? That gravy, bruh.
Bro, that actually.
We eating it, bruh.
Oh my god! It looked like somebody had diarrhea and had like a little this.
Bruh.
Looked like a stink
We
bomb
about
in there.
to
And
eat.
boom!
Hey.
Looked like a corn in there and everything.
Oh man.
Bro, I'm about to throw this away, bro.
Hey, don't mess with Carlos's food. Don't mess with his
come on, man,
food.
I'm
That's
hungry,
not
bro.
nice.
I'm
Let a
hungry, bro.
guy eat, man. Let a guy eat. Come on.
Oh
man.
I love it.
Yo, Stephanie says
There.
Carlos gonna be a pimp. Like, baby, I got you some food. Let's tango.
Oh man, no.
You know what?
I'll help John out. We'll get
Oh,
the
it makes
boys
this
in.
perfect right now. You know what's missing? I think we're missing some nice raviolis.
Oh snap!
Oh, hell
Jose,
no.
bro. Jose said, "Get the graviolis, bro. The graviolis, man."
Oh hell no.
What's up, Annette? Good to have you on. Bob is still here. Slaw is still here. I don't know, Scoop. We're trying to make a match happen, but Carlos is tripping right now. You know,
Bro,
he's hating.
does he really want me to make it happen?
Bro, John, bro, he's about that life. I try to tell you, man. He's really trying to make a move here.
Hold on, let me take a couple bites of the food, bro, and I'll do it. I'm straight up.
Is Caleb still on the live?
Yeah, I'm still here enjoying all the banter.
Hey, hashtag pickle Rick ravioli.
No,
come on, Carlos, you're gonna make it all long and stuff. Come on, bro. Ricky ravioli. What is Ricky ravioli? Why is everybody?
Bro, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it.
Bro, even Maverick's on the beans and bourbon, bro. He's tripping. You're asking for trouble, my dude. Beans and bourbon. God, you won't be breathing by the end of the night. Cesar with the $2 super chat. What will new T-Mobile with the new CEO change? That is a loaded question. I think
question.
I don't know what exactly is going to change outside of what I think is happening with the network. I just think the network it's going to be like it's like a network on steroids. I think capacity is going to be through the roof. I think coverage continues to get better. I know what they could do with T-Vision. I know what they could do with home broadband. They've got the holdings to make a really high capacity network without really millimeter wave. Like they can make a seriously high capacity network with just the mid-band holdings and the PCS. And, you know, if they stay competitive with their rates, if they continue to offer all those little perks and add-ons, Mike talked earlier about the Netflix, you know, people love that value. They continue that kind of value with the upgraded network. I mean, you got people hooked. I think the revenue is going to be massive. I think they'll lose some customers during this transition time. I think some people dip and, you know, check out what's going on at AT&T and check out what's going on at Verizon. And I think some people inevitably end up at prepaid. But, you know, you think about 120 plus million subscribers on that network, and with a high capacity network, I mean, people are going to take notice. I think T-Mobile is going to be taken more seriously, I think, at the end of the day, which is good.
Mm-hmm. I think also, you know, it would be cool for T-Mobile if they were to, like, you know, spice it up. Like, they've already got pretty much everything. You said value, their signal, but there's something, I feel like there's something missing that they could do that might, what's the word, put them on the map. I mean, besides this merger already happening, but there's one area, I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you've noticed it, Sam, but I feel like there's something missing that they could do to capitalize on a certain target market to be exact. I don't know what it is.
I think they actually have to get into new revenue streams. I think they have to look at what AT&T and Verizon have been doing with certain contracts. Take, for example, Verizon getting in with Walmart with this medical connection that they'll have going with data and accessing customer information for prescriptions and consults and stuff like that. I look at what Verizon is doing with the medical care industry, with healthcare services. You know, you think about autonomous vehicle connections, anything that's going to require new connections. They're new industries, sensor technology, agriculture. You know, like these are untapped revenue streams. I'd love to see T-Mobile get into those. And I knew they couldn't do it without this type of a merger because they needed the market share, they needed the revenue, and they most importantly needed the network. You know what I'm saying? Caleb, could you kind of speak to this a little bit?
I mean, as far as from a new, you know, revenue, new, you know, on the map type of focus for T-Mobile, I agree completely with you, Sunil. It has to be something, in my opinion, it has to be something, maybe, you know, they are the Un-carrier, right? I don't think my personal opinion, I don't think they will follow Verizon and AT&T. They always have to do something new that Verizon and AT&T are not doing. So I think it's going to be something, a new revenue stream that probably, you know, none of us has even thought of that then when they announce it, they'll think, you know, we'll probably think, oh, you know, that's such a great move. I'm not sure what that's going to be.
I like the Quibi thing.
It would have to be a lot bigger than that. Quibi's just a small piece of the pie, but it would have to be something great, something huge that Verizon and AT&T are not doing, and it's going to make T-Mobile a giant leap forward.
All right, you ready for the love connection or what, man?
Hold on a second. Jihad was asking Caleb, when will integration happen in SoCal, specifically Inland Empire area?
We're trying to push for summer of all California.
States tough. All right, John says, go back into the store. Tell her this guy in the live chat wants your number. Show her my picture so we could see her reaction.
All right, bro. I'm about to. I got you. I got his channel pulled up, bro.
And John says he thought there was an earthquake, but it was actually just him seeing her beautiful face.
I got his channel pulled up.
Wait, John, you have a channel? Are you serious?
He has a channel?
I'm sure he has a channel. No, I didn't feel any earthquakes, bro.
She's
so bad.
Oh no!
Look, I got you.
Oh yo, put that on full screen. Put that on full screen. Oh, yeah, I'm recording this. I'm putting it on Snapchat.
I got you.
This is unbelievable.
John got a channel, bro. I gotta subscribe.
Me too. I gotta subscribe.
Yes.
Look, I'm subscribing.
Ooh, live subscribe.
Yeah, man.
There you go, bro. Your
rolling
future connection.
Oh,
We got you, bro.
if we don't get 100 likes just for this, I swear, man.
I know, seriously. Carlos is making it happen in the live, man.
We're gonna make it happen for him. Damn, it's hot up in the store. Holy moly. The AC.
Hey, everybody subscribe to John's channel right now. Everybody, now.
Yeah, he's about to get the connection.
Just do it. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Do it.
Sorry.
Oh, snap. Carlos primed her up. Started up. Hey, big shout out to Steph. Another super chat. Biggest thing they could do is move into rural areas where cable companies do not have service. Provide the internet and TV to those customers. Yeah. Totally agree. And I think that's who they're targeting, actually.
Yeah, I'm definitely working on that. Definitely.
Because would it make sense to go into a market where they're offering gigabit speed for $50?
Right.
So, if you're going to be providing 50 to 100 megabits per second in some cases, maybe 200 or 300 eventually. I mean, how do you compete with gigabit speeds?
Exactly.
But anywhere where there's T-Mobile towers, you can make it happen.
You can make it happen. Right. This is the longest connection ever.
Jihad's pissed, bro. Leave his people alone, man.
Bro. No, bro. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to make a connection, bro. Somebody likes somebody, you gotta try to make it happen for them.
Thanks, Pete. Appreciate the notification, man.
I just checked out.
You're in the same state.
I just checked out his mention. He haven't posted in 2 years. John, what are you taking an extended break? Get back on the ground.
What is happening right now?
Just I guess bringing something out or something.
Carlos, you're a stalker, dude.
Got you
Their
right here.
restocking fee included, so you actually were just gonna give me $66. Is that okay? Yes. The restocking
There you
fee
go,
is
bro.
cheaper.
Your connection. That's the future wifey right there, bro.
That's wifey.
Oh my god.
So with
This is
the
amazing.
and
This
everything,
is amazing.
Bro, I have no idea, Steven, where Mount Laurel is. Anybody know where Mount Laurel is?
Ooh, and he
Sounds like Washington State.
Washington State?
I think so. Sounds like it.
Caleb, what you got on Washington State right now? What do you know about the hardware up there? Is that Ericsson?
I sent. Who did I send that map to? I think that's Samsung area actually.
Hey, we did it. 100 likes. We got it.
Yeah.
Let's
We
go.
got this, bro. We're gonna try. We're gonna try for you, John. Don't worry. We got you, bro. The love connection, the SMT love connection.
Well, at least tell her to
24/7.
subscribe to his YouTube channel, at least at the end.
And tell him to post
yeah.
frequent.
We got it. We got
Or
it.
subscribe to Sneed YouTube
We're
channel.
close already.
Where will he go now? Which booth
Hey,
store is
Hey,
next?
sweetie. One thing.
Oh.
Good because I do like.
Ma'am,
God got you.
Oh.
You know, I got a homie. That's him right here. That's his picture. You know, like he's really digging you and stuff. You know, he really wants to know if you guys can, you know, you can subscribe to his channel, hit him up, and then maybe, you know, talk to him. You guys can get to know each other and stuff. You know, he's really, you know, he's on right now on the thing. He's really digging you like big time, you know. Here, just so you can. I just have to let you know. Hey, sorry, bro.
You got turned down. You got
turned down, my dude. Sorry, bro.
Dude, if you'd have bought a boost phone, you would have got farther ahead.
Oh,
bro, maybe if it would have been a boost phone, bro.
Yo, Carlos.
Carlos, bad, but we tried.
Yo, Carlos, I haven't seen you leave so fast. You knew that she was about to call the cops.
Bro, I had to, bro, because, bro, like, you know, we couldn't get him connected, bro. The plug couldn't plug through for him, bro. It happens sometimes. The plug tried to get him plugged in, bro. The plug couldn't succeed.
Oh man.
Maybe it was she has a man. Maybe she wasn't digging it, bro. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe his goatee is like 2 years out of date. I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
Hey, if it was a store in New York, you would have been kicked out the first time.
I dragged you out. Man, I dragged you out.
Hey, bro, I do it, bro.
I didn't think he would do it. Props to Carlos.
Hey, I do it, bro.
I give it. You know what? I give Carlos a round of applause. You know what?
Yeah, everybody give it up to Carlos.
Yo, I do it. You know, I do it. Why not, man?
All right, Carlos. Listen, man. I need you to go get me a grilled cheese sandwich right now. Where do you get those at,
bro?
And I want tomato soup. All right, tomato soup,
bro. I want me some chili.
How are you all the way over there, bro? How are you gonna eat that, bro?
Listen, man. You put that in overnight. It'll get to me, bro.
Bro,
I'll have it by 5 p.m. the next day.
Oh man,
it's probably gonna rot in the mail, bro. You know, the UPS and USPS. That's where they're going bankrupt.
Mount Laurel is in New Jersey. All right.
Oh man, I'm loving tonight. After the day I've had today, this is really something to pick her up.
Yeah, man. You got Carlos trying to hook people up, bro, on the down low. You know, while he's eating his Hawaiian beef jerky or whatever.
Looking like cow you with corn,
bro. We got to do it, bro. You know, like, hey, so what happened if the commission would have went through?
Carlos, listen to what you just did. You went into a boost store. You asked some questions. You left. You went and got food. You put the food away. You went over to the boost car. They watched all of this. You went back to the boost store. Listen to all and now you're eating on top of your car, bro. Like they literally think like something's wrong with you right now, bro.
When you be like, yeah, there's a weird man out there.
Hold on, but look at the car that he's got though. It's not the average car, bro. It's a badass car, man.
Oh no, absolutely.
There you go, bro. People can say I don't care. There you go. This is the Sneedmobile in the 702 form right here. Every time it goes to 702, you got the Sneedmobile right here.
Hey.
And you know we can't rock it if it ain't the M3, baby.
The M3Z.
That's right.
Bro, listen, that ain't got nothing.
He got to roll with them 20 twins, you know?
Bruh,
not
listen,
them 10s, them 20s, bro.
Listen, I got to do this solo layout for Sneed. It still has nothing on the Volvo, bro. All right, the Volvo is where it's at.
I knew you was
The Volvo, bro.
Yeah, you talking about Volvo? Bro. You talking Volvo like you were seeding hairline? What you talking about?
Bro, come on, bro. Come on, man.
I'm just playing. I love you.
Hey, big shout out to Stephanie with another super chat. You got to share those. Where you
get all this money from? Start
bro,
hitting me.
I think Stephanie is doing good business in some industry that is doing well during the pandemic. Seriously. Like, you know how some businesses are doing well? Like, I would say like hand sanitizer businesses are thriving.
Probably.
Heck yeah.
I would say like Lysol is doing pretty good. Paper towels, you know, anything disposable like gloves and masks and stuff like that. I think she's in on masks. I think she's doing good. Cesar said, oh no, let me get back to Josh here. Any idea when Chester County, PA will get upgrades? 50 minutes west of Philly.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't pay attention that much to other markets because I'm so busy in my own.
In your own, right?
I just it'll happen when it'll happen, man. Don't worry. Everybody's working hard to bring it happen.
Remember, Caleb is the plug's best friend, bro. He got you hooked up.
That's right.
Cesar with the $5 super chat. Will T-Mobile millimeter wave be better in the future? I saw Carlos's video earlier today. Speeds weren't that great. To be honest with you, Cesar, my opinion, look, I don't know if you're familiar with athletics, competitive athletics. Let's take basketball, like NBA basketball. If you are training for anything, competitive sports, anything, if you do something one time per day, you'll never be good at it. If you do that thing over and over and you practice several times per day, 10, 20 free throws, 100 free throws, 1,000 free throws a day, eventually you will master the free throw. I look at networks the same way. The more time that they put into the R&D, the research and development, the optimization, they continue to make things improve and get better. That's when it manifests itself in performance. So in my opinion, T-Mobile not having good millimeter wave is totally understandable. Their focus has been low band, and now it has become mid band. The millimeter wave has just been a thing that they did because Verizon did it and AT&T did it. So they literally said, look, we did millimeter wave too. We've got it in these handfuls of cities. Look, Verizon, we did it too. And honestly, I was kind of mad when they did it because if Verizon really, or if T-Mobile really wanted to prove to people they didn't care about Verizon, they wouldn't have did it. But they did. So to me, it just showed that they are who we thought they were, which is just like everybody else, and they don't want to be left behind. You know what I'm saying? So when Neville and John are saying things like, yeah, you know, we're going to do low band, and then they're like, we don't need millimeter wave right now and layer cake and all that. No, they're not telling you the whole story. They still don't want to look like they're behind Verizon. They still care about their image. But yeah, back to the millimeter wave thing. It'll get better. But seriously, mid-band has to be pretty much done before they really start sinking their teeth into millimeter wave.
Yeah, that's true. Cesar, when I was at Verizon, I mean, Sneed's definitely right on that. Like the practice, like the optimization, it, you know, if you know what you're doing to optimize the RF and everything, it definitely plays a huge part, especially when you're trying to densify in a certain area or trying to get coverage out to certain areas. When I was at Verizon, when we first launched voice over LTE, you know, it was horrible. Like the handoffs were bad. Like the calling was bad. We had one-way audio. It took 3 years to actually get the KPIs, which are key performance indicators, down to an acceptable level to where VoLTE was good, was great. And it took 3 years. So it's definitely a practice what you preach type deal.
So yeah, thank you to Cesar for that super chat. And I hope, like, you know, when I look to answer your questions like that, it's just I try to use like my best, you know, my most educated guess, what seems to be the way that things are playing out. There was another super chat from Stephanie. Thank you, Steph. Another $5 super chat. You got me figured out, Sneed. Kudos. Yeah, I figured. You're just a very generous and kind person. Thank you so much for that. There was another one. I could have sworn there was something else I missed. A good one. Good question.
No, I think that's it.
No, there was a question though that where did it go? That's the problem with the StreamYard, man. The stuff just flies. I'm sorry, man. There was somebody had a very good question. Professional food eating? Nah. I'd love to see T-Mobile and Sprint get into a scenario where they could have more movie and TV services as perks in addition to the ones they have for perks. I mean, they got a lot. Sprint customers they're coming away with a lot in this whole thing, man. I mean, they're going to get a brand new network, basically. Tons of access. And then they're going to get to keep Tidal and Hulu and Amazon Prime. And what else comes with your lines, Carlos, with Sprint? 100 gigs hotspot.
Sprint. I got the old family plan. So
What's up, Mad Dub?
But on the new plans though, it comes with depending on which one you get, but 100 gigs of hotspot or 50, or subject to deep prio, and then you get the Amazon Prime, you get the Hulu, the Tidal. Yeah, you actually get pretty deep.
Ah, crap. Jamil with the $5 super chat. Thank you for that. Carlos, jump back in. No.
Oh, he left.
Jamil, thanks for the super chat, bro. Have a good night. Thank you so much for your donations and your stickers and all your all your generosity.
Speaking of good night, I actually Sam, I've actually got to go.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for stopping by, man.
All right, see you. Take care. Thanks, buddy.
Before I go, I just want to say goodbye to the live chat watching. I just want to say to everybody here tonight, thank you for allowing me to come on, Sam. Guys, today was a very, very rough day for me. I don't normally ever get personal, so I'm going to keep it that way, what happened. But Sam, you know what happened today. And I just want to say that everybody here kind of helped me through what happened today. So I just want to take the time to appreciate every single one of you for all the fun comments, the laughs, everything. Even Carlos going into a store, possibly risking himself. But I really appreciate everything tonight. And guys, may everybody stay safe. Take care. You all have a good night. Technoid out.
See you, man.
Hey, have a good one, bro, and everything will be cool. Thank you for coming, bro. He's cool. He's awesome, bro.
We got an offer from, let me see here. Offer from Sprint to buy the S20 Ultra for $20 a month. I added up the total payments and it comes up to roughly $600. So basically, you would be paying $600, man, out of $1,400. That's one heck of a deal, man. And then T-Mobile's going to honor that all the way through.
Yep.
It's good deals. A lot of people are actually going to Sprint right now and getting lines and phones, which is crazy.
Because you know why, right? They want to lock that price, bro.
They're locking in phones. Yeah, they're locking in phones. Yeah, good night, Jamil. They're locking in phones. They're locking in lines. They're locking in plans. You know, I can't be mad that they're doing it, but I think eventually T-Mobile's going to offer something better. The phones they won't, but the services they will. I think they will.
Yeah, but Amazon Prime, bro, is widely used. If it's thrown in there included, you're saving $120 a year alone on that.
I'll tell you what, guys. This is interesting. If Dish was smart, they would lease all of their Spectrum assets to anybody who wants it. Lease it for the next year. Generate some freaking revenue, man. Generate revenue off of band 71 with 600 megahertz. Generate revenue on your mid-band with AT&T and Verizon. You know, the AWS band 66. Dude, generate $1 billion. Just rent the whole thing. You can make $1 billion in a year. And now you got yourself $1 billion to show to lenders that you can get your loans. Be like, look, I just made $1 billion leasing Spectrum. Get me the loan. Get yourself a $10 billion loan. Build out the network.
Bro, I don't know how they're going to do this, bro.
Get in investors, right? There's been talks of Google. There's been talks of Amazon.
If Google or Amazon don't hit them, bro, I'm sorry to say, bro, 3 strikes, you're out of here. You're out. You're done.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what they try to do for their other CapEx. You know, it's going to be a big question mark.
Yeah, there are tons of perks with the Sprint lines. True that.
True, it is, bro. Indeed. 100 gigs hotspot, dude. Look at Boost, bro. 4 lines for 120.
But can we
30 gigs hotspot?
But let's not forget why. Whenever a company has to sweeten the pot so much, what does that tell you about the actual product they're selling?
Garbini, bro.
It's inferior. So
dumpster fire.
Look, Caleb, this is not any disrespect to you or the hard work you've put in. I'm talking about nationally, the network, right? I'm talking about available LTE, modernized upgrades to sites. Everything was behind for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I was was it yesterday, Carlos? So I was actually I asked Carlos a bunch of questions. We're trying to figure out, he had a lot of video buffering, and I was really, since we're all merged and stuff, I was really trying to pinpoint exactly, why the sufferable video quality. It's a combination of optimization handoffs, right? The handoffs that, I don't know what the engineering over there is doing. I don't think they're that great. That's, it's a lot of optimization issues that are happening.
Handoffs are horrid.
Yeah. So that's what I noticed, and that's what I'm learning. So, I mean, if I could have a great, decent phone that would actually work everywhere, then I can do some more testing. But,
you know where.
Give me your Galaxy, damn it.
Hey, you know where honestly, Sprint really shined, bro, was LA and Phoenix, bro.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah.
That low band 5G, that mid band 5G shines, bro. And it's not, and it's not where I have to be right up against the tower to keep a consistent speed. I can be a mile and a quarter away, and it's pretty solid, bro.
Yeah, I mean, some of those sites, like I was telling you, I spent 2 weeks optimizing. Literally, especially on indoor DAS systems in stadiums like the LA Convention Center. I spent 2 weeks, and I was just like.
But that right there tells you how you work. Like your work ethics or Verizon work ethics. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's how you can tell that you used to work at Verizon. Is because of how your work ethics are. Because Verizon will not let this slide, bro. If it was like this,
no, they don't. Way, no, they don't let anything slide. That's for sure.
I don't know. I've always looked at the route metrics, the Ookla speed test reports. I always looked at the cities, the markets, and how they kind of scored. You look at video playback. You look at, texting reliability and call quality, all the different metrics from all the different third-party companies. You never look at one, right? You always look at everything in totality. You compare Verizon and Sprint and AT&T and T Mobile in certain markets, and you'll see that there are certain markets where Sprint's good, really good, right? And then you see some markets where it's an absolute atrocity. And then you look at certain markets where AT&T is a nightmare. And there are some where they have the capacity that will, it blows your mind. You're like, holy crap. Like, what happened here?
So when I was at Verizon in Modesto, we beat, AT&T on route metrics during the years that I was there, working with.
Nothing's changed. Really, they still dominate route metrics.
Huh?
Verizon still dominates route metrics.
Right, but in the Modesto area, before I started there, AT&T was winning.
Okay.
In that city,
Nice.
In Modesto, and they had double the spectrum capacity on their AWS, and we beat them in cell site density. That's how we won the route metrics and optimization and stuff. So, but yeah, you're definitely right. And that's the winning key. It's pretty much it's spectrum and density. That's pretty much how a great network works, and bandwidth. So,
because if you look at Verizon, if it's a numbers game, they hold 147 megahertz of national spectrum. That's not millimeter wave.
I would have to total all that up because I
think it's about 140 something.
Yeah, I know they do some spectrum swaps, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because T-Mobile's right around there too, and so is Dish. And AT&T's like with band 14, with the first net contract, I think that boosted them to like 170-ish. Bro, Sprint's like 160 and just band 41 in 2.5. So you look at a combination of the two networks and you're like, holy crap, these guys are pushing 300 megahertz.
Yeah.
Bro, but look at Verizon with such little megahertz, bro, with such little spectrum holding.
But he just told you how they did it. They put a tower every 2 miles.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they're squeezing the living crap out of it.
Literally.
And it still works, bro. Like good, and it still works pretty dang decent.
Bro, there's a saying that I use. Verizon knows how to milk ants. Like there's literally nothing left that they could do except build more towers. They might have 3 towers in 3 miles because they literally can't do anything else to deal with the congestion there other than install millimeter wave, but nobody has phones yet. So what good does it do?
So I'll tell you a funny story. After the day after I found out that I won the Root Metrics in Modesto area, I was driving around, a couple of cell sites of mine, and I saw the 2 AT&T vehicles with the RF engineers going around. They were pissed. I knew they were. So I just drove past them and waved hi and sped off. Oh, they were mad.
I would say, can you confirm this, Caleb? Have you seen anything on speed testing in Philly?
It's been confirmed. This is actually by the. I'm assuming this is after the Sprint 2.5. Devil Ray said we actually have about 600 megabyte speed, in Philadelphia. So, which is really, really good for Sprint customers.
But keyword: how far is the tower beamed out to? Because I've already seen it, bro. I've seen the map, so I already know how it's mainly in the center of town, and it's being beamed out 8 miles.
Yeah, no, I looked at the map that Tim sent. I wish I could have some more clarity on that, but
no, I've seen that one, and I've seen the actual physical where I literally had the system in my hands and I was clicking and seeing which tower had the 41. And I'm just telling you, it goes like this, literally, like down Philly, it goes like this, zig, 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 down. That's it. In a straight line, basically, a zig straight line.
But people are reporting the speeds have improved.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're beaming the tower, but it doesn't go further than that certain area. Once you get to that 5 mile and over, you ain't gonna see no 600.
And that's what I said. That goes back to the optimization, the handoff issues, like I mentioned earlier.
All right, y'all. We've been on for like over 2 hours. We're almost 2.5 hours. Let's wrap things up. If you guys really appreciated this live stream, you enjoyed it, you found it informative and fun, please do like this video on your way out. I would like to also recognize some people for making amazing donations and helping support good causes here on the channel, namely Yasmin, who is my young daughter. And I don't know if Stephanie, if you're still here, thank you for all your generous donations. Big output from you tonight. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Stephanie, Cesar was also very active, gave a lot of super chats. So thank you for your generous contributions as well. MT Houston, Texas, Gene, Jamil, you guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting. Also John, Jose, and I think that might be everybody. So big ups to them. Thank you for those donations. Thank you to my moderators for helping out, keeping everything, cordial and friendly and nice in the live chat. I did see things get a little roughly there for a while. So thank you all for letting it marinate a little bit. Thanks to my moderators.
You got to give it a little marination.
Yeah, you got to let it marinate.
Before you throw it on the grill, bruh.
Yeah, I know. Thank you to all that watch this in the live chat. Appreciate everybody who liked this video. And a big shout out to those that shared it. All right. Hashtag time. If you watch this all the way through, please hashtag.
Dance
let's hashtag.
Dance moves.
Listen, I got it, bro. Hashtag boost picklery. We are going. Hashtag boost picklery. All right, so you're only putting that in the comments section only if you're a real one and you watch this all the way through. Hashtag boost picklery.
That's so good.
Big shout out to Rich. Thank you for the super chat, throwing that in there at the end. That's like a Dominick slam dunk right there. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Big shout out to Stephanie, who's essentially I work for Stephanie now. I don't know if you guys realize this. Beatz is happy to contribute. Thanks for the awesome content. You got it. All right, I got a new job. I am officially work for Stephanie Harrison. Thank you, guys.
Cookery.
All right, hashtag boost picklery. If you are a real one and you watch this all the way through, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for everything. Big shout out to the replay crew, replay gang, stand up. Big shout out to the live, everybody who chatted, everybody who chimed in and offered something. It was awesome. You guys are the best. You guys all take care of yourselves. We'll see you Friday for the podcast. Thank you, Carlos, for being here. You're the best. We appreciate everything you do. And Caleb, you're amazing. Thank you for providing insight and being so understanding and patient with us as we ask these questions.
You're welcome.
We got you, bruh.
We got you guys. We got your Sneedles.
All right, we out this piece. Sneedles, stand up. Boost picklery. Peace.
Boost pickery.
Peace.